Right. And it crashed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Something was wrong with the certain... It's because all the stuff I'm building underneath it is causing game crashes. Because it's currently under development with a lot of things down there that are really hard to load. So we're going to load the game again. This time, maybe it'll work better. And we just won't go anywhere near those rooms. For now. Gotta load this up soon. And once again, did I get to keep the YouTube stream this time? No. All right, so no more testing tonight on those things until I fix these things that are currently sitting around, I guess, or I just gotta stay away from those rooms. Take your pick, I guess. Tell the Discord one more time that I am once again live. Okay. That broke into. That's not mine. Okay. I'll just go off some combat on the other one. I'm probably gonna have to move that stuff onto a different map. I think is what's gonna have to happen. The stuff that's below. It seems like it's just too much for Unreal Engine. Ever since I started working on that map, I've had problems. Well, that's wrong. Ever since today, I've been having problems with it. Apparently crashing things. Probably because of all the water and the geometry brushes. Those are rough. The Discord one more time. If it crashes again, I'm probably just gonna call it, but I've already been streaming for quite a few hours as is, so yeah, you know, what's a few longer, you know? I was working on this area like this, and this is causing a lot of I'm putting all the water underneath here and everything like that. I'm gonna move all the ships up and everything. But I think that I'm probably gonna have to take this double floor here and just put it on a separate map. So when you just pass through the end of this area, like you'll just teleport to the other map and do this area. Because Unreal Engine is just not built for, like, the whole H-load system doesn't work very well with vertical stuff. It just doesn't. Too hard on it. That's what I'm seeing. Anyway, I think I got the YouTube stream back to whatever, and obviously Twitch is fine. Twitch doesn't care about little things like disconnects. I guess it sort of does, but does it really? I mean, really? Truly? Alright, well. Struggling your progress bar? Still? What's wrong with it? I don't understand. What wrong? What do? I wasn't even in a bad... No way, I was in the chapel. The chapel's just... Where? The chapel's above what? Come on, chapel, where are you at? You're obviously a problem child. Yeah, because this is all the crap I'm working on. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to move those. I don't see them working terribly well on this map until I get rid of all the brushes. And I think there's like 20 of them left. 21? That'll help. The water's pretty harsh too, though. Well, for the new people, I will then show off some combat against a boss instead of whatever platforming in that room. You will just have to be sad and look at that. Sorry in advance, I guess. I don't know. Sure. Why not? Yeah. Was it this thingy here? This is my building level. It doesn't have the issues the other one does. Ow. You're so mean to me. I mean, it's pretty deserved. I just try to hit her with this. And... Take that, your ankles will never be the same. She got multiple phases. She doesn't do as much in the first phase. She's just there to kind of give you a chance to really figure yourself out with that. Ow, that was mean. I'll make mushrooms. They heal everyone, including her, but that's okay. Not the world's most effective thing. We'll use the moon against her. Good old sidestepping moon here. One known as Poppet Moon. What are you doing, buddy? I don't know. Have you decided there's an enemy there? Have I upset you yet, suitably? I don't know. You literally worked for like 15 straight minutes earlier in the stream. What you doing, buddy? No. Deserved. Throw dice. My new favorite. We'll use Temperance. Temperance is real good. Not good against her particularly, but it does let you stay at a distance, which is nice. She does take damage. Does good things. That's okay. First 25% of her health, I just kind of give you, because you know what? She kind of wanders around, she shoots at you, and she'll do some damage. I have weapons I'm not supposed to have, so it's fair. Then she starts summoning helpers, and it gets much more out of control. Who am I kidding? It's mostly your third phase that's out of control. Yeah, it's at 50% health just to be fair. It'll probably take you like 3 minutes to get her to that phase, and then like 12 to 15 minutes to kill her after that, because her third phase is ridiculous, and it's just a fair amount of fun, actually. Just saying. There's a lot of damage for that weapon there. Pretty bad for me. Probably one of your most damaging weapons. At this point in the game would be your most damaging weapon by far, but... Let's see. Gosh, your stupid helpers. They're annoying. Do damage quickly. Damage before she starts it. Must do as much damage as I can get in. Must take a beating and run away. Oh, well, I got a little damage in. Can I get a bit more? Yeah, I can. Yeah. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. Print string fixes it, huh? I guess it has to stay forever. Oh my god. Chip it. Yeah, for the new people in this mode, like, you have to kill her 5 helpers, otherwise she has an invincible shield, and you just can't hurt her, so it's bad news. The 5 new-looking helpers, those ones there. They fire little hearts at her to kind of give you an idea, but, you know. You stay away from me. No, bad. I can trade some sanity for health right about now. Basically running to the lights over and over. But with the whole rotating battlefield, it can be kind of hard to keep up with the lights. Or at least you gotta pay attention because the lights are moving away from you. Murder some of her helpers. She gets up to 10 helpers. And they're basically endlessly refreshing, so, well, the 5 that give her a shield are not endlessly refreshing, but... Ow. That hurt. Actually, I'm gonna use dice. Probably the fastest heal. Let's get a crap heal. Ow? Why is her shield not back what her minions are? I think her shield might have a few glitches. I'm also almost out of sanity. I'll have to look into that. I thought I had a fight basically on lock at this point, but I guess not. Bosses are tough. There's so much that happens in the fights. Every AoE in this game is inconsistent, so it's good to note that, actually, that's incorrect. The Empress is not inconsistent, it's just that the battlefield's rotating, making the Empress kind of crap. Well, it's not rotating right now, so that's good to know, but... She's supposed to have a shield here, but today she does not, because she's decided that she doesn't like shields. The shields are, Rule of the doll patriarchy or something, I don't know. Whatever reason she's talking about today. Basically, she's a diva and doesn't want to work. Her and I have go-arounds all the time about it, it's terrible. Some people don't realize they're the first major boss and not really that important. If you're not gonna have a shield, then you just die faster. Perfect. To the moon, no less, which doesn't even have a cost at the moment because it's just that new and I forgot to give it one. Aha! There's no fanfare for killing her at the moment. Nor am I in the regular level, so it doesn't do anything because there's nowhere to go. But I can leave anytime I want. Back into my construction area. Woohoo, construction area, yay! Yep, dancing Poppet, doing her thing. Do 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 do. Also, the most adorable hat. Some of the new abilities I was working on for the people who haven't seen them. This is actually a moon ability, thinking about it. So these things here that are just nothing, and then you can make them be something. Sometimes they're illusions, sometimes they're not. There'll be platforms you can do that with over time to, well, over time, but later on, let you pass places. And of course, the other one, the High Priestess, there's like invisible platforms in the world. And High Priestess makes them visible. You can still step on them even if they're not visible. They're really there, you just can't see them otherwise. I think that covers most of the abilities. I have weapons for death and on the Devil Maid, but they don't do anything yet. I'm probably gonna give her a bigger like thing like that. I don't know. Demon Poppet. She's kind of tiny by comparison to the voodoo dolls. Not a lot of light from these things. Weirdly enough. But yeah. Hopefully that, you know, gives people an idea of what it is and see if it crashes again and again and again. On that other level, actually, I probably just split those levels up. Like this, ever since I started adding things into this new section, it's starting to cause problems. It hasn't been optimized, but I have to wonder if there will ever be a level where it's truly optimized enough. Or if it's just better to cut my losses on that, because I mean, this will represent me getting closer to, like, I don't know, maybe half of the game done once these areas are done. And that's, if it's having trouble at half, that's a lot. That's a lot of problem ahead. I can put the Discord link back up. I've had the thing crash a million times over here. All right. Discord. Not that I know how much longer I'll stream for a while yet. I was kind of getting excited building these areas. Getting that to the top. I'll put a link to the crap version of, like, the RPG Maker version of Poppet Quest too, just for in the Discord. Oh, but I already did, Cora. There's literally a thing right now in there. It's there's straight up a playlist. It's I bring it up and I'll just post a link to it. I mean, it's on my page too, but There's the playlist of all of them. I actually did that specifically because you mentioned it, and I've gone through and I'll post it here just in case. Full series playlist. Sorry, full developments. Poppet Quest. There, just in case people in Twitch want to see the disgusting number of videos that are currently involved in this thing here. There's 139 in here right now, and after tonight there'll probably be like 5 more because I've crashed a bunch of times, so it's waiting just in case you really want to see everything I've done up to, well, the vast majority of what I've done. Most of what I did just on stream. Things I didn't do on stream were usually me following a tutorial on how to learn to do something, but they are waiting. There are many of them. Do them all. Watch them. Every single one. I'll put a Discord link on that one too. Wait, no, don't pin that one. Pin this one. Sure. Okay. Let's just continue. Because I was like, I'm going to raise the water up in all these things here. And then create tunnels through them all. And then probably move them to a different map because it keeps breaking. Where's the thingy? Click off, click on. Where's the thingy? That's weird. Why can't I grip it and move it? Am I blind? Yeah, the little thing to grab it, it's gone. Wait, it's gone here too. What? There. Yeah, I don't think Unreal Engine can handle the map. I think it needs a... Wait, what? Huh. Alright, I guess I'm rebooting Unreal Engine. Enough. The little ability to, the little tool to grab and move and rotate things is missing from everything. That's wild. I'm trying to imagine anyone following this entire thing in sequence. I mean, they're in there. So many videos. Wow. Oh, Unreal Engine. Most of the time you work great. Except tonight. Tonight, not so much. Tonight is rough. I've still made a bunch. Even if it's broken a lot. The golden? What's this? More. Oh, yeah. Restream highlights because it broke again. Sure. I'll have to make a door portal at that point. Because I have a painting portal, but a door portal for when you're traveling between areas. To be fair, putting your entire game world on one map, unless it's an open world RPG that's flat with nothing above and below, like if it's real simple like that, sure, but doing it for this kind of thing is probably a lot to ask of this engine. Probably a lot to ask of any engine, to be honest. Unreal can't do it. It's not like the other ones ever could. There we go. A little indicator back. Missed you, little indicator. I love this glitch there where you can't scroll down. If you have multiple nav meshes, or even a couple things below it, it'll just sit there and trip out. It's pretty crazy to watch. It's cray-cray. I want... What's this, I guess? Sure. Just this? Doesn't seem like it'd be all that bad, but as you can definitely see, it's having some real issues tonight. So, I mean, there's a sudden jump like that, but I'm used to that. The plan is to get rid of this, not that. That's smoke. I want to get rid of this. And these two. Oops. All the assets in the first video I streamed? I don't know. Let me look at it. I don't even remember the assets anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. All the 2D stuff was done off of DAS. Let's see here. Yeah, those were all. This was done with DAS. I set up a thing so that. Oh, 1 second. Carnival stuff is from one of the circus packs on Fab. I could probably find it if you're really interested. I think it was made off DAS. Those are off DAS because everything's, these are 2D sprites. When I started, I was doing 2.5D. That car is from the Steampunk Mega Pack that you can find on Fab. The fireballs are, I think, generic starter particles? I don't even know. This ground is Dreamscape Meadows. I think the trees are for some free graveyard thing they gave me. I actually still use some of these circus thingies, by the way. Yeah, I still use this circus pack. So, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much those things there. I don't think I use anything else specifically cool. Oh yeah, setting up paper ZD things and the map I had made through this weird world. I originally had worlds inside of paintings. That's cartoon water right there, that I just made red. But it was literally a free asset off of Fab. I wouldn't recommend it now because the guy never updates it, so it's kind of a broken mess, but it's still the best thing I got. I made the painting myself. These came from... Where did they come from? I still use it. I do. I think it's a mansion. Sika Mansion. Yeah, they come from Sika Mansion. There's like the, what, Steampunk Mega Pack. I also use a bunch of even now. Probably looks pretty familiar, I imagine. Well, thanks, yeah. A lot of the stuff came from like Daz, so that'd be this site here, Daz 3D. It's basically an interesting shop to say the least, but I'm not going to go through it because it's... I refer to it as doll OnlyFans because it's kind of more suggestive than it probably should be. This doesn't really show nudity per se, but I don't even know if it's okay to show on Twitch, to be completely honest. Maybe a little of it, but they provide a bunch of free stuff. Just go and sort by, like, you know, price and the free things there, and you can actually use their software for free and produce a lot of characters. And it's really good for like 2D stuff, for 3D, because it can do lots of renders of animations and stuff, so you can actually do a lot of the 2D characters, which is actually what I used to do for RPG Maker as well, before I started doing the same things for Unreal Engine. So yeah, if you want cheap, you know, custom characters that look beautiful, that are 2D, Daz is great. If you want to use the 3D models, okay, well that could be expensive. And like I think Cartoon Water was the other one I was talking about, which is not like, these are all free for the month. Like every single month, if you aren't doing this, you should. And you go to Fab, and there's these limited time free things. Always get these. Like I'm even using this one in the game now because it just had cool stuff in it. Those drawers work too, which is awesome. But just collect them, they're free. I mean, there's a bunch of other free crap too. You can just go like, wait, search for Unreal Engine? No? Discover an engine like that. Get your products. Price, free. And there's so much free stuff. I think it just scrolls forever practically. Well, maybe not forever, but you can see how many free things are sitting over there. Actually, it's still scrolling. Yeah, between all those, you'll figure something out, I imagine. You can make a lot of games. There's also a lot of characters, too, so... Yeah, you'd be surprised how much of the stuff I got for this game was free. I'm just really good at mixing it up to make cool stuff. I just tell people you should definitely use those because, you know, that free tree you got's gonna look basically about as good as the tree you made yourself, only it took like no time. Seems pretty good. No, they're not matching. Yeah, hopefully that covers all of them. Actually, I think the other one was like a clown one. What was it? Like the other one I'm using. Like abandoned carnival circus, I believe, right? Let me double check. Fab. Abandoned carnival circus. Yeah. Bet you that clown looks real familiar. Turned out to be not that useful in the long run, to be completely honest. But I got it for cheap. I have another one too, some sort of other circus one. I can't remember what it's called, but they gave me a circus one recently. I could make a tutorial for it, but why? Like, I'm not a tutorial channel, so I did a couple tutorials when I was doing RPG Maker back in the day, but I mean, there's already a lot of tutorials out there. I mostly just work on my game and chat with people. I hope is that I just release the game one day and, you know, make hopefully some money off of it. I would hope. I mean, then I can make more games. Well, the streams on YouTube have been picking up. I mean, normally I'd have better views today, but I keep crashing, so my views on YouTube are pretty trash today, but I'm almost demonetized on there. I just gotta get more subs, I guess. Oh, well, farming subs isn't very hard. On YouTube, it's not very hard. Obviously, on Twitch, it's a different story. On Twitch, they're worth money. On YouTube, it's just, you can just get people to sub to you. It's pretty easy. I just never bothered because, well, I never had the watch time. Now. That's fair. I'm okay with them promoting their Patreon. Let's be real here. That's just going to be a lot of people. My main reason for doing it would be to gain views to promote my game. Or for profit, I guess, but you have to do consistent tutorials to really be a tutorial channel. But you can just show up and ask me questions, and chances are, if I know the answer, I'll just tell you the answer. There are exceptions, of course, like I don't know anything about multiplayer, so if you ask me a multiplayer question, you're gonna get a, I don't do multiplayer. And if you want to ask how to edit a particular material to make something, I'm gonna go be on that too, because I don't really know very much about editing materials. Like I've edited some, but when it comes to the math involved with that, I don't know. I really don't. Pretty adorable how little I know about the math involved with that. I suppose I could tweak it and figure out some of the stuff, but it's not on the super important things to do right now list. I got tired of that being in the air. The plan is now to run shipways through these, and maybe I just run a pipe through all the way through here or pass the secret garden into here. It'd have to be like this high though, that won't work. Unless it's a secret through here? I think if I made a tutorial, I'd probably make a tutorial series. I can't even imagine a 4-hour video. I wouldn't watch a 4-hour video. That's true, I would not watch a 4-hour video. Not if you paid me. That's totally incorrect. If you paid me, I would definitely watch your 4-hour video. I wouldn't be happy to watch the 4-hour video, but I'd watch it. For the right amount of money, it's worth it. Yeah, rip YouTube views for tonight. Damn. I can push this down to... wait. Oh, they're just not connected. That's the thing. That's fair. Oh, I would have to get rid of those entirely. I guess I don't care about these little planter boxes anyway. That's fair. It does kind of take away part of what made the hidden grotto sort of cool, but... I mean, I guess I can put a little water that doesn't connect them. Like, I can do this. How close are we on this? Not close at all. I do this, and I dupe the water here. And I migrate it. I don't think it needs to be that big. Goodness knows it's already bloated. If I get extra money, I think one of the things I'll do is I'll buy a better water pack. One where the guy hasn't abandoned it. Because he got his payout from Fab, and he's like, yep, I'm gonna pay out, don't care anymore. And I'm like, but, oh. Nice, get rid of this waterfall, I guess. That's fair. Waterfalls are cool and all, but they ain't that cool. I like the kill plane then. Get read. Kind of like this particle down here. This particle here. I guess that's an advantage. I don't want these particles if I don't need them. I'm gonna be underwater thingy up, I guess. Yeah. Okay, clicking that underwater thing's never gonna be impossible, so whatever. Underwater. Not that one. That one. This one. That's all over there. Sure. Can't see where the water is. Oh, it's actually pretty close. Gotta go over even farther, huh? This place is like the most dangerous place ever to swim. Perfect. I mean, after all, any place that's made for children in any video game is usually a death trap anyway, so if you send your children there, you're stupid. There you go, perfect. Problem solved. I ain't picky. Listen, sometimes you just do dumb things like send your kids to the death place. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Who doesn't like a death place? I like death places. Eee. Duplicate this. Move to the lunar run. Move to lunar room. I wonder if I could like raise the waves or something by doing that, like when the moon's active or something. I probably could. But that's also kind of a feature that I don't know if it would actually do anything good for me, but it would probably potentially be a resource drain for no reason other than it could be. Oh, the water moved in, and the water is way out there. Okay. Get the water in here. Water. And we will shove it that way, and it's way over into that room, so. Nice. By nice, I mean way off. Perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna stare at this while I do it. No funny business. Should probably fine right there. Oh, dismal right there. Excellent. That's what we want. Not what we want at all. I'm lying. In case you weren't certain, I figured I'd clarify. Yeah, a little bit more than that. Things are really big in this game, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. An underwater post-process for that one anyway, too. Soon. PM. Soon. Nice. Which is all like, here's some like 13 cents in ad money. As your stream ended earlier, we calculated the turbo value for that stream that ended. Like one of the first, I think the fit, one of the, I think there've been like 5 streams tonight because how many else is broken. Sounds about right. You don't get paid for ads until like 2 or 3 days after the fact. Just saying. Ain't nobody quitting the day job. Alright, we got our little post-process in here. We fill in the water up. I gotta put a wall in here too, so we can have what is a disgusting amount of water and physically impossible to be in one of these places, but that's okay. I don't care about realism in this game. I care about, you know, pretty much keeping to the lore of the world, right? Like, as long as I establish something is true for the world, then it's fine. If I fail to do that, like if I establish something and then don't keep to it, that's not okay. You're gonna make some lore, you gotta make it right. Gotta keep to the code. Wish it was like well, I guess I could do a side visual by simply just putting the water sideways. That would probably be what I would do in order to make it so you could actually see in the water, which is probably what has to happen, right? And I have to do this. Oh, we got the water itself. I have to go this and then drag it over and then rotate it. Because otherwise you'll be outside and you won't see it. So it's gonna have to do that, and I just gotta shrink it down. Because obviously there's no side to the water, that's not how it works. Okay, well this water is like not at the edges at all. And oh, it's because I got deleted the thing, right? I deleted the pool I was in. There you go. You can see the water outside and go, yay, water. I have to do that on all the rooms that you can see in the glass because, well, actually, I don't think you go outside here, but I assume I would want to do that. Yeah, I do. I have the whole 8-slot thing set up and everything like that. I don't know if it'll be good enough. To be fair, things aren't very optimized right now because I keep adding in geometry brushes. So, you know, if you check the nanite, all the black areas are geometry brushes that I'm currently building stuff with. So those aren't optimized. Obviously, when you see this rainbow color crap, this is clearly not optimized either. I need to merge all that. The nanite's doing something too. So between nanite and the 8-slot system, where I've got two separate grids, I have a main grid and a city grid to handle all this crap out here so that the city can load. I'm currently testing the these are packed level actors, which they say are somehow better than the merged ones. I don't know about that. The jury's still out on that one for me, but maybe. So I'm kind of experimenting. But yeah, I need to make it so that all the things are, you know, the single draw calls in order to improve optimization even more. Which you can see in, not that room. That room I'm not done yet. Yeah, this one here where I've optimized the pathways and everything too. I haven't optimized this yet, obviously I need to convert them. Well, thanks, Nastanka. Yeah. It's just a work in progress because I'm still building, so it's difficult to optimize what you're building because you'll be changing things all the time, and if you spend all your time optimizing, then you won't get anything built. Alright. Over time, I'm getting there. Right now, I'm building this whole lower section here. I might actually just move it to another level entirely and just split the game up into, okay, well, the first hour and a half is here, and then, you know, the next hour and a half, 2 hours is here. And the real reason for it is the whole H-load system, it's okay, but it really wants you to spread your stuff out. Because it expects you to have this giant open world where, like, you know, it's probably trees, nature, and things like that. But in here, it doesn't really worry terribly much about verticality, right? Like, you can make it enable Z-culling. But the thing is I'll be standing on this floor here, and it'll be like loading things below it that you can't even see. Same thing here, like, it's like, well, there's nothing below that. So that causes a lot of problems. Like, I'll be in this room, and then it loads all this crap that you won't need for like an hour. So that's kind of a problem, because I'm literally loading stuff that you're just not using. But the player's FPS is going to suffer for it anyway. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I might want to do that because I'm also going to have to do it for like these lower levels here and a basement as well. So, got my basement thingies going on down here and stuff. I'm still building them. So, I actually cut out a bunch of floors due to the fact that it was getting overkill. But yeah, when you're loading all this, like, imagine loading all this water when you're playing through, like, up here or in the library or something. I mean, like, that's cool, but that can't be optimal. I could do, like, you know, like, well, individually load the rooms with everything in it with like a spawner, which is kind of what I've been doing for the enemies. But at that point, it'd be so much faster and easier to just make another map. And then force them to have to do a load every hour and a half or something, which I think is fine because plenty of AAA games have open worlds that still make you load more often than every hour and a half. Maybe longer if, you know, you don't know where you're going, which you probably don't. I know where I'm going. It takes an hour and a half, so. Already completed this wall. Well, now that the boats are going to be higher up, I almost want to get rid of the other thing there. That's actually kind of a cool image right there, by the way. I mean, excluding this, of course. We're just looking through there. I like that. I like that. I'm feeling it. My plan is just to have like boats wandering around, like just boat areas. So I gotta move all this pirate crap up now. Because of course I do. Thankfully, I did make it a little easier on myself to do that. I want to move this pirate city out of here, I believe. Dang. Yeah, there's a pirate city here. So select all these. And I can just migrate it up. Apparently this wall is involved with it for some reason. I don't know why. I'm trying to remove this, not add. Okay, well, now you're just being weird. I'm probably doing that. I should have put Ultra back on. I don't know what I'm doing. Ultra Sky. I can't see otherwise. I don't know where I'm loading things. I was also going to increase the height of this so that you could actually get in there. And I'm not sure if I'm keeping the water here. Now that I have so much area, so much real estate for water, I might not. Don't want an underwater area. In the ground. Okay, that needs to be a little taller. The water is about to overflow. Like a giant bathtub. It's not working out here. Could just get the water all the way to the top here, or just make the thing all the way to the top. It might not be a bad idea. Hit the ground? Looks like it. Yeah, we do that. I could make it go all the way across. If I do that, then I could, if I get rid of the water here, it's easy to make a pathway up, and I don't have to change this whole area, which has to be correct. There's no world where I want to change any of that. I'm pretty certain I get rid of this water since it's now all linked, and I don't need to cram an entire pirate city into here. Because the pirate city is just cool. You're gonna run around as a doll, like, through a pirate city. That's just awesome. Why wouldn't you want to do that? I definitely think I should make that a thing that I do. How close are we? Not very. Fair enough. Not every direction, just one direction, please. No, not there. Just cram it into the walls to make my life easy. I don't care if it goes into the walls. Do I shorten this so that it can get over that from here? Probably. I kind of like it that it blocks that off though, and I guess I could just raise it up. Let me raise the pirate city up and figure out from that. Oh, hey, Graham. You're up early. We're still up late. One of the two. Oh, back on UK time. Are you over in the UK? I didn't realize that. Be honest, I'm a silly American, so you know, what do I know about anything? I don't know anywhere. I don't even go outside. I sit around playing with dolls all night in front of a computer. People like to watch. That's a little freaky. I'm not sure for who, but I'm into it. Grass is this dangerous substance. I know because it's green, and anything green is obviously bad for me. Oh, thanks for the radar, Oculus. Wow. It's a... Damn. And the follow. Wow. We finished placing this and I can show people stuff. I was just trying to push this up above there because I was like, I'm going to make myself a pirate city for my dolls to run through. As I can. And I was like, I'm going to put holes in the walls. It's going to be weird and crazy. Do you? Nice, nice. Working on another area for this game, so it's kind of got things rammed into each other as I'm trying to figure where I want things, but we'll get back to that in a second. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be dark for a thing like that. Oh. It's been crash happy today, so we'll see how it goes. I can show off some things and hope it doesn't crash again. I did add a bunch of redeems. That's right, Tricky here. Yes, indeed. Do I have a nav mesh down? I do not. I will put a nav mesh down and I will show off some abilities. And I will stay far away from the room that mysteriously is causing crash problems today. Yes. Yes. I'm definitely one who just sticks it out, so you know, it's just like I think I've had like 4 crashes today because of some new bug introduced since the last stream. I haven't figured out what it is yet. Bad. Not that bad. I think it's just I'm overkilling the engine. Alright. I will show off some abilities. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, I only use blueprints. So the game's called Poppet Quest. You're playing as a woman who's been killed and her soul's been put into a doll. She's trying to escape the Whimsy Wonders toy store. It's where at night all the dolls are brought to life by a curse that powers you and all of them there. Unfortunately, it drives them insane too, and it's slowly driving you insane too. So the main mechanic of the game is if you're in the darkness, you gain curse power, which acts as your mana, but if you're... It's weird, it's not. Am I not in the darkness? Is there a bug? Is that causing the bug? A second. I'm trying to spot a bug here where it's I'm in darkness now. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so when you're in darkness, you lose your sanity, but you gain curse power, and then that powers all of your abilities. She uses tarot cards for her abilities, so... Are you the bug? Are you causing it? Let me double check. If that thing's the bug, then that could explain everything. I think so. I'm gonna kill it and see what happens. Famous last words. I'm gonna kill it and see what happens. Yeah, this is the fool. It's a giant squeaky toy. I might need to stay away from that enemy because I might have a bug in it. At least I know it's that one. Yeah, I should be in the dark right now. Okay, fair enough. Stay away from that enemy. Got it. I don't need to be in that room. That's good, because I've been looking to figure that out. Hey, you find all your things are upgrades, tarot cards in a world like that, and there's lots of... the platforming is pretty much... Well, you'll collect tarot cards that let you do things, such as... The Magician acts as telekinesis. It lets you pick up small objects, friendly toys, and... you can also open cupboards and drawers. You can also pick up and drop things or throw them. It's pretty terrible at throwing things, but successfully throw it. Good. I'll put some things there in a second. This is Temperance. It's a giant bubble wand. Keep them away from me for a second. Upstream, working on a game college project, give me 5, and it's a lot, and learning different things. Just from watching. Awesome, I'm glad to help. You know, and if I have, if you have a question, you can ask me, and if I know the answer, I'll help. I mean, I don't know everything. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. And if you ask about multiplayer, I don't know anything about multiplayer, so I'll save you the trouble on at least that one. Everything else, though. Okay, I apparently just suck at my own game. Don't mind me. I'm like 9 hours into the stream, so if I'm a little not very as attentive as there, I'm just kind of tired. That's probably why. But I will continue because I'm still having fun. I'm just gonna sleep in tomorrow, the whole day. Start working a game as well. Okay, I totally jumped without paying attention. I can fall through that now, right? Good. Okay. Yeah, so you got here and you get keys and things and let you open doors. I'll respond to the message in a second. I already left the door open just so I could show off what was in it. Okay, can I outload the thing? Find all kinds of bugs. See, if you have doors, you can close it. That was weird. Awesome. Well, more fun. You focused on art. I mean, I love art, so I understand. Art's so much fun. Yeah. It's a new ability I just made. I'm making all the major arcana, and there's like 3 abilities for each. I think I've made like 23 of the 66, so I got work ahead of me. So this one rolls dice, and anyone nearby gets hit by the damage. Well, not you, but any of the enemies. You have to try to land them near things if you can, or bounce them off stuff. It does a lot of damage if you can hit stuff. There's also one that heals as well. Well, I'll give you an explanation on blueprints after I do this, because, well, it's probably easier to show you than it is to just say a bunch of words and hope you get it, you know? At least that would be my theory. You can see the outside world. Yay, outside world. Yeah. This is the Empress. Its traversal ability is it can grow and shrink plants. Right now I'm deciding if I should split the current amount of game I have into 2 different levels just because it's a lot on the H-load system. So it's like, I keep building a bunch of stuff that's like right below all this. I'm in about the 14 to 15 month range. I actually have like every stream I've done for it on my YouTube, there's like 139 of them. But I had to take a bunch of time off for health reasons, so well, I've been working on the project technically for longer. I didn't actually work on it for most of that. Because, well, health problems are bad. Don't get health problems. You'll develop faster. Like, you'll game debt faster, I should say. Develop faster sounds like, you know, you're gonna get a deeper voice and hair in weird places. No, no. Love art, especially VFX. You're better there. That's fair. I mean, you know, do what you love, right? You could do videos instead of games, and then you could actually just do art the whole time. Art and a little bit of sound effects, and you're golden. Nice, nice. I'll have to check out how your game's doing. Like, you can tell me about it or something. I mean, water's normally lethal to Poppet, but I actually have the full dev kit at the moment, and so I'm not have to worry about it. I made a steampunk shark. He's got the worst AI ever at the moment, but that's okay. I'm gonna use him as a little submarine for the chariot, probably. You want to do character design? I mean, for videos you would do character design, right? I consider just doing videos and not even doing games. Mostly because you can get them to like market so much faster. But I want to make games, so, and I didn't want to make videos, so there you go. Hi, Jed. Yep. Just giving a bit of a tour here. Well, this is the insanity effect, just in case you start to run low on sanity. Nice. I'm actually building a whole area below this, and right now it's causing the game to periodically crash and crash the stream every once in a while. So clearly I'm doing a wonderful job in the new area, as you can tell. Right? Anyone? Anyone? Maybe? Oh. Oh, there's a little bug there, apparently. I use double jump. I'll cheat. I'm a cheater. Oh no! The star trades sanity for health and health for sanity is its abilities. I'll just trade health for sanity right now, depending upon which way you spin it. I gotta remember to put collision on this floor. I just did it to her like that. Aha! Let's throw dice. Haha! Well, I can help you with some of it. I mean, I can show you what to do as far as, you know, how the coding works. You'll obviously have to code yourself, but, you know, if you want to make a game, I might know a thing or two. Maybe not three. Three is a lot to ask for. But, I mean, I love this new ability. No. I know I'm terrible at my own game. Actually, I cheated. Haha, I'm so good at my own game. You can't actually go outside, but then I jump down like an idiot. Hopefully an Unreal Engine. Such a great engine. I'll show off a different area. I'll show off the boss thingy too for people. This will show off some mechanics, and as far as I know, won't crash. There's certain rooms right now that are above the stuff I'm working on, and those seem to be crashing the game because of the stuff I'm working on and all the geometry brushes. So I need to stay far away from those. It's bad news. Hopefully this one doesn't do it. So yeah, the magician can also manipulate things like drawers too, so you can use them for platforming. The plattest of forming. You wouldn't normally have double jump in this area. I keep accidentally using it because it's so easy to just double tap the jump. I actually don't know when I'm going to give it out in the game. That's okay. I'm okay with cheating at this point. So there's possessed objects in the game, and the Hierophant makes them behave while it's active. If you don't have this active, or it happens to run out, they'll simply throw you, and well, you're not going to use them as platforms, that's for certain. Apparently, one of the books is missing though. MIA. Don't know why. Honestly, I think the best reasons for Unreal Engine are they give you a huge amount of free stuff. The cost to use it is negligible because you have to make over $1 million before they take any percentage. And you can also use Epic Mega Grants to help fund your game. So there's really not many reasons not to use it. Also, they have so many things that just start you out, so you do so much of the coding for you that it kind of makes life easy. You don't have to start at square one like you do in every other engine. So I just recommend everyone use it personally, but maybe I'm weird for thinking that. Well, the Empress plays out like Bomberman and his other abilities. The red bombs count to 10, and then there's other red mushrooms. And they blow up anyone nearby who triggers them. You included, don't get hit. Yeah, I think it's just the best choice for any solo dev at this point. Unless you're trying to develop a 2D game, in which case, okay, yeah, there's arguments against it for 2D, but you can fake 2D in it. I was faking 2D in it, it was fine. Oh yeah, I mean, but at this point people's devices are getting so powerful that I don't even know, even for phones, I've been playing a lot of games made by Unreal Engine, it's like, huh, maybe with Unreal Engine. The blue mushrooms heal things, just to show off abilities. I have lots of them now. I only made a little gun for this and everything like that. It doesn't actually do much besides shoot, but just in case you want to see what Justice looks like. Also, she has jiggle physics. It's Poppet, by the way. This got made yesterday, so it has to... I haven't done anything with it. I've made the got the outfit for the, well, at least I'm working on the outfit for the devil. Got her horns and everything like that. I'll probably give her a bigger pitchfork. I don't know. That's pretty cool though. Doesn't do anything yet, but new outfit thingies. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all of them yet, but yeah, I'll figure something out. You know, eventually. The chariot's gonna be like multiple ships, I guess. Currently it's like a pure prototype of just a little blimp that, you know, shoots just to show off, but that's about it. There you go. But I'm not really worried about it because I'm not giving them flying until way later in the game. So it's obviously kind of not very good. I think that about covers the abilities that are easily showed offable. Strength is double jump, air dash, and parkour at the moment. I'll probably give it some other abilities and change it out. The sun summons a light at the moment. So with those in mind, I'll show off the boss over in the construction yard. Because, you know, the construction yard works. Ain't nothing gonna break in the construction yard. He says, waiting for something to break in the construction yard. It'll happen. I'll show off the other abilities that don't have areas yet because I'm just building them as I go. So the other moon ability is there's these, like, you know, platforms that you can make visible, actually make solid or not solid. So its traversal will be something along those lines, so there'll be things in the way that you can jump on, that can be blocking you or not, and it will do that. And then there's the High Priestess one I'm working on. Like, there's invisible platforms in the game, like they're real. Like you can see I'm pushing against something, but can I jump on them? Can I find them? Hard to see. Right here in front of me. Okay, yeah, they're real, but the High Priestess will make them visible. Doesn't have an outfit yet. Alright. The amount of Sailor Moon jokes I made during the night that I made this was very high. For this outfit. The one known as Poppet Moon. I don't know if I mentioned this one or not, but it makes clones of Poppet. And she can detonate them. Also, I'm almost out of sanity. This weapon's like either wildly overpowered or absolutely garbage. I haven't decided yet. Does do a lot of damage. It has multiple phases. The first phase is basically a gimme. Kinda. I mean, I did take a bunch of damage, so maybe it's not the most gimme, but it's pretty close. Let's roll dice. Okay, I use that a bunch earlier. I'm gonna blow her up instead. Basically out of mana here. Nice, nice. Music does not loop very well yet. She'll start to summon more and more minions throughout the fight too, so it gets all the way up to like 10 minions or something, 5 of 2 different types that will make the fight get pretty ridiculous right about midway through, and then it'll take a long time to finish the fight because, well, the last phase is not a gimme. This is like the first major boss, so she's not like insanely powerful or anything. I also have stuff I'm not supposed to have, so this probably doesn't help. Dice, dice, throw dice. Heal me. I should make them white dice for healing. In the future, I'll do that. I just put meme messages out there in the insanity thing. There's gonna be stuff that's actually game related later, but I usually just let chat suggest things as long as they're not like offensive. I just add them to the pool of insanity. Set up a minefield for her. Try to get as much damage in as possible before she uses that ability. Oh, it's too late. Oh wait, she didn't do her shield. Why no shield, lady? Okay, well that's disappointing. Huh. Okay, well then, so much for that. I've never seen her fail that first shield. I've seen her fail it later on in the fight. Well, the game's still in alpha, you can tell because, well... oh, but no, I didn't know she could do that, or how about this? Whatever. Well, normally she will get an invincible force field as long as those minions are alive. Oh, my phone died, nice. And, until you kill them, she can't be hurt. She'll also start spinning the battlefield so that it's harder to keep up with stuff, to be honest. But if she's not gonna do that, I'll just murder her and move on then. Yay! Dice for everyone! It's pretty good if you just pepper the battlefield with them entirely. They bounce off the target though, so you gotta try to land them near the targets without actually, like, either bounce them off something else or just something. Because they can miss a lot and then you're just real sad. But it's such a weird weapon, I haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna balance it. I mean, it's kind of a, well, it's actually not as lucky as you think. It's actually very trick shot like, honestly, in my experience. Kind of feels like you're playing pool sometimes with it. If you're not gonna use your ability, I'll just keep hitting you until you use it. The beatings will continue until morale improves. Yes. Oh. Hmm? You stay over there. Oh well. That attack is so cool too. Or like the whole phase of the battle. I wonder if she can be hit out of it. Maybe that's it. I was wailing on her. Maybe if you time it just right, you can negate the whole phase? Is that how it works? I mean, I guess it'd be possible. These are things I don't always account for. That hurt. I'm tempted to kill her little helper, see if I can trigger the thing, but I think if she breaks on that, she can't ever trigger it again. That's depressing. Whatever. Ooh. This so far seems like the best healing ability. So fast. Welcome back, Wave. There's no fanfare for beating her yet, since it's just in my test area, but that's fair. Yeah, that's kind of an idea. The fact that she broke kind of sucks, but you know, That should be most of the abilities. I have like another boss over here that I was working on too, who's like the boss before her. And he's I mean, he's wimpier by far, but you're gonna make your 130 sub special? Well, congratulations. It's the first step towards monetization over there on YouTube, right? Guess I can show him off. He's like about 45 minutes before the other boss, so he's way less tough. Has like no health by comparison to the other one. Well, you can pick up the blocks and throw them as for damage too. He's not gonna do so hot against the deaf kid, obviously. But he does pretty good damage, honestly. Credit where credit is due. Well, actually, for this fight, you're only supposed to have like the Empress, this healing ability, the Fool's basic attack, and the Magician. So you wouldn't have like the dice or things like that. Just a bunch of the overpowered crap. He summons enemies that explode and spits things at you in his later phases. His aim could be a little better, I think, if I had to guess. Got the double jump out of the way, that nice. Cheating. But after Rui is so easy, but you fight him so early with so few options that it's kind of like I can't make him too hard because you fight him so early and it's like oops. I got blowed up. He does do a lot of damage, that's true. I think the most regrettable thing is that the bug keeps happening in the most Metroidvania part of the game, like pretty much all the areas leading up to this. Just because it's near that one area I'm working on. Problem area. But at least the bosses kind of work. Mostly. Well, we worked completely, perfectly twice today, but I guess there's still a bug somewhere in there. I might tone down the dodge distance. It seems like it's just a little farther than I want it to be half the time. You are invincible and you can use it as an attack and a traversal, kinda. Well, mostly makes you move fast, so. I use just to get places because I have to run through a room. That's a lot of what I got going on at the moment. Those people who are excited by that sort of thing. I guess there's one other mechanic that I haven't really shown. Gotta go back to the other word for it anyway. Thanks for let's map. I don't know if this will crash everything or not, but I'm just gonna cheat my way into this thing here and run through the like a toy maze. Normally with like a big raid, I would go through and just play the game for like an hour and a half, but after 4 crashes tonight, I think I'm staying away from that room for a minute until I figure out what's causing it. Probably off stream, because I don't really want to crash again. If it crashes off stream, I don't really care that much, so be it. It doesn't crash computer completely, but it does crash Streamlabs. I actually just run the right way. Okay, weird. There's actually an enemy that emits light down there, and that enemy is actually allowing me to just keep running through this, and I didn't account for that, so I'm just going to ignore everybody because I could just cheat my way through it. Nice. I'm too high up now for it, but I created an enemy that emits light so you couldn't use your powers for very long against it. And where did you go? Oh, I've already rescued her. I can't show you the mechanic because I've rescued her. I have to turn that off. Whatever. I can turn it off real fast. And they'll just load from that spot. There's actually toys in the game that are marginally sane and you can save them. You just take them to the painting world and throw them in. I just have everything activated at the moment because I'm just running pure testing right now, so you know, it's yeah. One of them things. Is that the room? This is the room. This is not the room. I'm one room too low. Oops. My bad. Those two are doing their thing and I just had to interrupt. And you just pick them up and carry them. With the magician anyway. There's actually lots of items you can grab in areas you can go fight it in this place, but I'm just running the exact right way because whatever. Let's go. Whoop. She's been saved. Yay! Yeah, this is my map travel thing. It's basically a bunch of women were killed and their souls were put into dolls. One of them, her soul got stuck in the paintings, and she's the one who runs this place. And she's just floating over there, doing her thing. Also, ever since I switched to DirectX 12, she apparently has pink eye. One of her eyes is just weird. I don't know what's up with it. It's not supposed to be that way. But DirectX 12 is apparently infectious. So now you know. If you switch your game to DirectX 12, check your character's eyes just to make certain they don't catch DirectX 12 pink eye. I think it's just a weird reflection from that direction, but I prefer to think that DirectX 12 has just pink eye. Just it's fine. Yeah, they open up these little buildings here and you can buy things from them, or they often give you keys or things like that. I haven't put any pictures in for it yet. You buy things by simply talking to them and then saying you want to buy it. If you have the money, you can. And for those people keeping track, I do actually have a map system that mostly just links you to which rooms you've been to and just shows you where there's a direction. And then we'll reveal hidden information, sort of, but it's a Metroidvania. I ain't gonna tell you too much. I do have the full working options system already too, just because, including changing controllers. I do have a save and load system. It works. Collectibles still needs work. You can collect some things, but mostly just the crystal balls. We get in there. He saves by jumping into the toy boxes, so when save becomes available. I think that about covers everything currently going on in the game, besides literally running through the levels, which, like I said, I'm afraid to run through half of the areas because of the glitch problem. But I mean, you got rooms like this with traversal thingies going on. These are all possessed objects. This room is notoriously bad for crashing at the moment. I don't know why. Magician room. All kinds of drawer puzzles. Place you start the game at. It's really a cool looking room, honestly. Yeah, there's lots of traversal things, but something is wrong with this room and I believe this room, and I think it's just what's happening below. Rough guess. But I'm afraid of him now. I guess I can try to see if Charlotte will show up. There's also a ghost girl that's wandering the place. And the thing is that she's like the de facto ruler of the place. But she's mostly playing a game with you. Most of the time she acts as an instant death thingy. Because, well, I need to have instant death if it loads. You gonna load? What you doing, buddy? You're not supposed to just drop directly into a room. So try to reach out of the... Just a bit glitchy. She tries to reach out of the darkness and grab you. Apparently it just kills you. I don't actually have a grab animation for it or anything like that, but... I'm also working on a thing with her in here. Just for a bit of variety. Well, she'll follow after you. She just crawls after you like that. Plays a bit of a game with you. There's various like safe zones you can enter, and if you enter a safe zone, she can't come after you. But if you leave a safe zone, well, I'll let her wander out. He's on a random timer, but it's not that random. She'll try to chase after you. You wander into these, and then she'll wander off. Eventually, she will disperse temporarily. Her AI is not that incredibly smart at the moment. Her dash is very good for these moments. Almost out of sanity. At some point I'll make it where she dives into the ground or something like that. I do have an animation for it, and she's supposed to trigger it, but she doesn't seem to ever do it. I gotta come back and work on these rooms. I got excited to build the next area. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, should I be building the next area? No. I should be finishing this stuff, but Listen, I'm having too much fun. I can't help it. I gotta do it all eventually. Alright. What you doing? What you doing? I was waiting for her to vanish because there's another point she can appear at if she's out and about, and it's farther down here. Since I know the points where she can appear at, I have a pretty good idea of the timing. She could appear right over there. I mean, there's smoke, so you can tell where they're at. It just comes out of the smoke. Or fog, or whatever you want to call it. Oh. I guess her hat was already out. I have the option to put any piece of equipment away if you want. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. Yeah, it marks you as safe, so if you're in there. Not safe if you aren't. The best strategy for this is actually you can cheat your way through this by opening this door over here and going into that room if you have the key for it. One, I don't have the key, and two, that room is the room that crashes like crazy right now. I'm afraid of it. Now, let's see if she's wandering out and wandering. Oh, she most definitely is. Uh-oh. No. Run away. You stay over there. Everything works in the UI, but it took you all day? Congratulations. Ah. Phase 1 complete. If I had the thing, I could go up here and get this item. I put my hat away like an idiot. That's a long time. Your progress took a long time. In so many ways. Falling between the thingies. Doing, buddy? I don't have the item for this, but you know, if I did, there's like goodie boxes that explain, give you a hint as where their things are, and they're always full of, you know, basically just permanent power-ups. They're very good. They're very worth it. I'm gonna throw dice at them because I love this thing now. My new favorite. It's pretty hard to hit from up here, though. Oh, I'm throwing heals. I'm dumb. There's a heal right here, so it's like kind of dumb. I don't even know why there's enemies in this room because you can't really do much with them. Basically no damage. Nice, nice, nice. There's no way that's hitting that at all. I remember how annoying this was. Yeah, I don't know about that progress bar thing. I mean, is your game ever going to be finished or even started if you're still working on a progress bar? Are you going to pull this out? That's a long time for a progress bar. All night. I guess when you're loading though, right? I've definitely taken a long time on some things as I was learning it. Okay, that is a problem. I think the new system that I have for doing this is broken because it's not recording the right position for those, because that's supposed to be flat so you can jump on it. I don't think you can beat this now. Yeah. Okay, well, they're supposed to be able to beat that, but I guess I need to fix a bug with those too. I just recently updated them so they'd be less intensive, but doesn't seem to be the case. But yeah, that's a lot of what I got going on. Other than showing you guys just outright the whole game, but what I have so far. But until I get that working, it's a problem. Actually, what am I doing? I don't want that. I think that's it's supposed to get the world transform here, but it needs to delay first. So this launch randomly just needs to happen after this, I imagine. Should fix the problem. Hey, you want to connect it, buddy? Hello, friend? We're not checking for the Hierophant anymore. I'll see if this fixes it. Should. I could just start on this. I don't think I've ever jumped from this over, but you know what? It'll do. I think that should fix it, though. I'm surprised if it didn't. Okay, I need to lower that one. Because obviously it's I'm terrible at game. Well, first off, let's just lower this one here. I haven't actually put anything over here to grab yet, and because of that, I've never actually jumped over to here to test to see if this one was low enough to actually jump to. I didn't wait for it to build a nav mesh. It's fine. I'm just testing this anyway. The plan with this is that you have to go back over the entire, like, you know, playroom maze here, and if you fall, you might just die to her. You'll have to deal with it being completely random on whether or not where she's at the time. Well, it's not totally random, I guess, but if she's out and you fall, it could be a problem. You might not make it. Just don't fall, smile. Trying to trigger her so this way she couldn't get me. Uh-oh. There's other ways you can go too. I was just making it back so I don't have the right key to get back the normal way. One of my favorite ways, so I can do this way though. I can run it back. You're always against the clock in this game. Like, so my curse is ticking down. Thankfully I'm in the dark, so I do actually gain curse back. So it's not like you're... It burns a lot faster if you happen to stand in the lights. So don't do that. Also, I missed that. That one seems like it's almost too far. Hey, CEO. How's it going? Thanks for the follow, Stinkawinks. Thank you. These didn't seem like they should be so far apart. And yet they were. They were really far apart. I might move this over a little bit. Maybe give it an extra one, honestly. Not supposed to be that hard. Also, I don't think I've ever tried to jump back before. I'll make it real easy on them. And by really easy, I mean I'll make him jump way over here first just to be at that guy. Ads, as soon as you came in, Twitch was waiting for you. You won't even hear that, but Twitch was waiting for you. Ah. I'll do this here and make it a little easier. Probably? Question mark? Yeah, I need to do a lot of work with the horror, not really horror portion of this game, but I guess the instant kill type of weird. I guess it's like a horror. Is that loud and clear? Yeah. Eating breakfast, huh? That's fair. I'm still awake. That's my plan. I'm just gonna sleep all day today. That's my new plan. I got up at 8:30 a.m. for a dental appointment. And then I got 3 hours sleep before that, and I got like 3.5 hours sleep sometime before the stream. Perfect. And now these looks seemed really easy. Ugh. Oh, wait, this would have been broken anyway, though. I think I need to get rid of this one. Because you can't switch between them. I think I removed this second one. There's already one to break on this side. But you can't switch off of this, so I guess you could switch mid-air and swing, but then you'd fall. May just be honey nut Cheerios, but it's good nonetheless. That's fair. And get behind it. There are worse things to eat. Post a video of progress bar on Twitter and Discord. It's small but honest work. Yeah, I'll check it out. Do 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 do. I actually put this here so you could easily grab that because of the fact that it was sometimes really hard to get into this little hole because of the way the jumps work. It just didn't quite pan out. So that's, I'm okay with how that's set up now. Those couple tweaks really help. Big storm rolling in? Uh-oh. Tell the storm that it needs to go a different direction. That's what I do. It doesn't work, but I always tell it anyway. And I keep hoping for the best. Maybe it works. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, it doesn't. But maybe. So let's see. Still there's MIS? I can tell you about the blueprints now if you want. After I spent like 1,000,000 years going over all the stuff in the game. Most of the stuff. Except the bouncy bed. Ooh, bouncy bed. It's just literally a bed you can bounce on. I have this theory that everything should be interactable for the most part. That's just the plan. Just make everything interactable. If it sounds like it'd be fun to do, I just put it in. I don't care. Jumping on the bed? Do you need to jump on the bed? No. Does the bed have an obscenely high bounce? Yep. It's just funny. I'll probably lessen it a little, even though it is funny. Or at least I get amusement out of it. Who doesn't want to jump on the bed as a tiny doll? So I was currently building the next area. My entire pirate city had sunk, so I had to raise it up from Davy Jones' locker. Now I'm just kind of building a waterway for all the ships. I decided there needed to be an underwater world as well. Infamous double neck pop. Heck yeah. Both directions. Perfect. That just made my day way better. Yeah. Turn the lights back on. Oh. Here's the outdoor world for anyone who's interested. Big steampunky area. And I'm working on this area here, the second floor, basically. Where I've glassed it all in. There's supposed to be a little dark room there. Which I might just get rid of, honestly. The first hour and a half split on the 5th floor. And a little bit of the 4th floor. Little. Oh. Fortunately, designing in the dark is actually very challenging. I just can't see anything. That's why I'm giving out the Moon Tarot. I don't know if boats could even get underneath this. I was trying to make boats everywhere. Let's grab one of you. Thanks for the follow, Marquee 108. How's your night going? Or day, or whatever it is. Gotta get this navigation. It's gonna make this take 100 years. Part of the problem of building at these like multiple levels like this is that it loads this stuff down here even though I'm on the room above it, and it's not very handy to do that. Put in a retaining wall here. It is apparently I don't know, glitchy though. Well, since I just scoped the whole thing down a whole bunch, now I'm probably closer to like 30%, maybe, probably maybe 30, 40, probably, we'll say 35, there you go. I have, let's see, what do I have? I can give you a better idea of exactly what is left to do. Is currently done. As far as enemies go, I have 13 enemies because 2 of those are those. Actually 14 because this one works. I'm gonna need probably a lot more than 14 enemies, I imagine. I'm probably gonna need closer to like 70 to 80 to be honest, over the course of what's probably 10 hours of gameplay, probably. Bosses, I have 3 that function and function relatively well. That covers the first hour and a half of the game, basically. I've only made, I think, 4 NPCs or something that actually work, which is unfortunate because I probably need a lot more than that if I'm gonna have a whole rescue mechanic, so that's gonna be a bit. I also have mostly designed the first floor and a half here, and I'm working on this set here, these floors here, which I honestly, I'm gonna say maybe 40 to 50% done on these floors, maybe. I still have to design these 2 floors down here and a basement and a secret extra area that we won't talk about yet, which is kind of where I'm at. Like, it's I'm trying to get this done by October of 2026. I really should have wanted October of 2025, but I had a bunch of health problems, and I want to try to release it around October because, I mean, look at the game, right? Like, it's perfect time to release it. Start of October, so that all the content creators can be like, ooh, new game for Halloween. But yeah, I think overall it's It's getting there pretty quickly. I mean, I stream, what, 5 nights a week, working on it about 8+ hours a night. I do have a regular job, so if I seem frazzled or like, you know, really tired, it's probably because I would be like on a 16-hour day or something. So, but if I didn't have a day job, this game would get done a lot faster. But I have high hopes of it be done by, you know, October 2026. It's possible it gets done earlier, but if it gets done earlier, I'll probably just sit there and polish it as much as possible before the release date rather than release it early. Because releasing early is cool and all, but I'd rather release it a little later to have it polished, I think. I'm also not on a real crunch because I have a job, so, you know. The only crunch is my desire to see people playing the game. I haven't put any of the story in yet either, so there'll be... It's a Metroidvania, so it's not like it's going to be some ridiculously huge story. That'd be insane, but... I do have a story in mind. Yeah, it's rough. See, the thing is, one, I'm obsessive. That helps a lot. Just be obsessive, Smile. Two, I just really enjoy doing it. I do this for my fun. I mean, to be fair, that I wouldn't be doing it quite as long if it wasn't for streaming, but there's something infectious about people liking what you're doing. It's really what it is. I get so excited. I'm like, people are so happy about it. I'm like, okay, I mean, before I started streaming, I thought everyone hated the game, so I couldn't even get anyone to look at it. Now I'm just like, people like it. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's so tempting to just keep streaming and streaming. I mean, I know I shouldn't keep streaming that much. Thankfully, I don't work tomorrow, so even though I've already probably streamed 10 hours, I can still stream a while longer. I mean, if there wasn't really anyone watching, like if there was less people watching, or just the regulars, I might not go 10 extra hours. But anytime there's a big raid, why not keep streaming, right? Even in spite of today's like 4 crashes due to that one bug that I don't know what's causing it yet. Yeah, it's just, I have too much fun with it. It's too cool. I don't have a, like, you know, I'm not married, I don't have kids or anything, so I kind of have free time to do that. If I did have a wife, she would crucify me for the amount of time and effort I put into this. Probably. I could have an underground tunnel. Secret tunnel? Okay, maybe not. I built this little maze thingy, like, that I'm still working on. Not really much of a maze. It's more of kind of the fun maze that a normal person would go through, not like a real maze. I was kind of trying to connect all the water areas to have like a pirate thingy going on. Instead, just these 3 rooms are connected. And kind of this room. I guess I have to get rid of this, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they say, you know, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I don't know if that's totally true, but I love what I do. And I'm happy to work like basically every day. I just had too much fun, and I also love chatting with people. But not going outside. I don't like going outside. I literally go outside for my job and chat with people, by the way, so just so you know, that's all I do anyway. I gotta migrate this up because I added this big wall in here. I think I do I? Yeah, oh yeah, there's things I don't like in game dev. I mean, there aren't many. I do like just about everything because I just find the whole process amazing and fun. I would say if I had to pick a least favorite activity, it's probably sound. like doing like the sound effects. And the reasoning for it is I have all these sound files and I got to sit there and click each one and listen to them to try to find the one I want. And that part's really tedious. Like I like timing them and putting them in there once I have the one I want, but it's not like listening to music tracks, which are just kind of nice. And these are like, that's what I'm playing right now is all the tracks I got from like Humble Bundle and places to see what I want to use for game stuff. Also, I supposedly have the, you know, they're supposedly royalty and copyright free, but that doesn't stop people from copywriting me on YouTube anyway over it. Still, that's kind of fun. I enjoy listening to music, but the sound effects can be rough. Otherwise, since I do everything, I just kind of bounce between things. If I'm not excited to do one thing at a time, I just do something different. I have to do it all anyway. Does it really matter if I do one thing before another? I mean, I'm not releasing the game. I'm not releasing a demo anytime soon, so it doesn't matter. Though I have considered getting a demo to the point where I can use it to try to get additional funding. Currently, my funding consists of a 12-pack in Dreams. It's not very high. I drank the 12-pack a while ago, by the way. Still got the Dreams, though. Still got the Dreams. Oh, that's why that's blocking. There's a wall there. He knows. But yeah, there are tedious things. The surprising thing is how much I discovered I liked streaming. Ugh, some of these tracks are terrible and I don't like that one at all. I said I would never want to stream, and here I am just streaming away, just enjoying it. Too much. Way too much. Way too much. I mostly modify assets. I'm responsible for like the major characters, but I also want to get this game done some year, you know? And I'm one guy. I see no reason to try to model everything. My theory is my tree going to be much better than that tree that someone else made? I kind of doubt it. That rock, Most of the stuff came from, well, I mean, I made the building out of stuff. All these pieces came from a pack, obviously, but other stuff didn't. I just started cramming things together, making stuff. But I'm really good at modifying things, so. I'm responsible for like Poppet, Tinka, the ghost girl in the paintings. Voodoo. A lot of the female victims, because they're all major players, and the toy maker himself. Yeah, like it's just not realistic. I wanted to have this game out in like 2 to 3 years. If I made it all myself, I should probably revise that assessment to 10 years. In 10 years' time, I hope to have 3 games out, not just the one. I mean, each their own, I suppose, but I kind of want a few more games than that. This stuff's not going to fit under here. I might actually barricade this off. I don't know. Bunch of stuff sticking through the ceiling. Gots to move it. I have seen some devs on in the category that are doing that, and they're just making everything themselves, and I don't. More power to them, seriously. More power to them. It's not for me. No. You'll find a lot of what I use actually was free for the month on Fab at some point or another. This particular stuff came from a Humble Bundle. Somehow I accidentally moved the wrong things here. Yeah, there was a Twitch viewer who was like, "What could I do to help your project?" And he just bought me this Humble Bundle. I was like, "This is so nice, man! Wow!" And from that point on, the pirate area got added to the game. It was not going to be in the game, and then it was. Weird that's not selecting all these for some reason. Sure, whatever. I'm not like super attached to this area or anything like that, but we'll just start migrating things around until I figure out what I want to do with them. I can definitely build a welcoming arch under this. Honestly, I might have him jump up there to get the little lunar stuff. I don't know. There's a bunch of rooms where I'm just trying to figure out what I plan on doing with them. I want every room to have like a unique feel to it. Doesn't have to be completely unique overall, just a unique feel. So it's, you don't go, ah, oh, it's another room just like that. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Quality over quantity. Hopefully. Yeah, this is not where anything's gonna stay. I just want him out of this room mostly. How tall is this really? It's hard to tell perspective until Poppet's standing there because she's so tiny. For what seems like nothing, no room at all, is actually a lot of space for her. Like, this is actually fine. At first I was like, maybe not, but you don't get to see her during the light very often. Also, for some reason her hair tries to strangle her. She looks so weird like that. Oh my god. Yeah, jiggle physics. Yeah, it's a shame it's not like during the day, because it would be nice to be able to see the characters more. But yeah, I'm responsible for her. The patchwork doll. I actually had set these things up so that you could actually have like a smaller water, and this was going to just be a whole pirate city, but now that I'm mixing it up so that it goes everywhere, it's a little different story. Was this part of the same water? Okay. Fair enough. That's pretty much how it works with Udemy courses. It was so useful, I don't remember a single thing. Yep. Yes, sir. Exactly that. I don't learn very well from, like, classes. Like, that's just not the way I learn. The best strategy for me to learn is just start messing with things. Just start working on it. I tinker with things and I learn all these things and I don't forget it because, well, I had a lot of experience messing with it. And most of my UE experience comes from just, I started with following like how to make X game tutorials and I just started glomming things on, saying I want this and this and this. And the problem was, is all the tutorials always start from like square one, so trying to merge tutorials together, it turns into this, you know, you learning how to do all these things just so you can get what you want. Do those, you know, 3D RPG tutorials tell you about cloth physics? No, should they? Heck yeah. I remember the amount of time I spent making my character have, you know, hair flow with the wind and have like, you know, the perfect dress. Took way longer than it probably should have. But I just thought it'd be cool, so I made it happen. When in doubt, make it happen. I guess this can't be moved. For some reason I thought this wasn't connected, but I grabbed a bunch of their pre-made models and dropped them out there. There's other stuff in this stuff too, but for purposes of this, I don't care right now. I will probably care later. Well, this was like its own little fun set of things. I'm gonna move this one over to here. It's supposed to have been here and farther back. And I'll probably make like a path up to the lunar thing like that, maybe. So usually what happens is when I build these areas, I build a concept area, then I refine the concept area, and then I start adding in Metroid type elements, so you have all the, you know, the platforming, the collectibles and things like that. Because I don't have an exact idea of what I want anything to be. I just kind of go, oh, this is a good idea. I'm also limited by the assets that I have available. Like, I have a lot of assets available, and there's a lot of free assets out there too. But, you know, if there's a concept where I just don't have anything for it, or it's like really limited, I mean, I'm only going to be able to do so much. Unless I want to hand make everything. And as we were just talking about, I want this game to finish in, you know, 2 to 3 years, not be going for 10. I mean, kudos to the Stardew Valley guy for making a bunch of money because he had someone to pay all his bills, but the rest of us, I don't think I'll be able to work the 16-hour days forever, you know? At some point, things ain't gonna work out in my favor on that one. Besides, there's other games I want to make too, so. I mean, I love this game and I want to make it, but it's not the only game. Probably. I don't know, if it gives me millions of dollars, it might be the only game I make. That's not true. I think. I don't know, someone will have to test that. Someone give me millions of dollars and I'll tell you if I make more games. Somehow I doubt we'll get any takers, but I'm just saying. Anytime anyone wants to test that, you know where to find me. I guess I can just put a bridge up here for now. I need to figure out the exact tarot cards you get here and the exact abilities they give before I start planning how I'm going to do any kind of Metroidvania elements, like the platforming and things like that, because I don't know what abilities she's gonna have, so that'll dictate a lot. I don't know if I want to give out double jump yet. Double jump seems almost too good in this game because there's just not a lot of space before you hit the ceiling kind of thing, you know? Take it over to here, probably. So you could probably double jump that, I'd imagine. Possibly. No. Yeah. It's just it. I mean, you know, exactly that. Like, if you want to spend a bunch of time on a game and you just have all the time in the world, and just doesn't matter to you if it gets done anytime soon, can, right? Some people have incredible roommates. Like there's some people I talk to that they just, their goal isn't even really to release a game. They just like making stuff, just working on it. Okay. Also, if you're a streamer and you're making money off it, you don't got to finish anything. You're making money, whatever. If you're happy, you're happy. Totally good. I also came from the RPG Maker community, so I mean, I remember a guy who's like, I've been here for like 30 years and I've never made a game. I'm like, hey, good for you. That's exactly, yeah. Baby new streamer? Oh, that's how everyone gets started. I'm not exactly big time myself, you know? I just enjoy doing it and just stream a lot, but I mean, just getting your name out there, you know, as you're working on things is pretty helpful, honestly. I mean, you know, people start to see your project and makes advertising them a little easier too. I got a bunch of streamers lined up to test my game when it comes out, so that's good. Or to play it for me, so I'll have at least some amount of advertising on lock because of that. I guess I'm building a thing up to this right now. I don't know why I'm doing it. I just think I might be doing it because I want to. Oh, thanks. Super nice of you to say that. I don't know, I just genuinely enjoy talking to people. I mean, I've been streaming 10 plus hours and I still enjoy talking to people. I started at 9? Yeah, I'm at 10 hours right now. I just like talking. And if I can inspire people along the way, that's awesome. Like, just to know that people are making things because they saw me do something, that's amazing. I never even thought that'd be a thing. Like in this morning stream? Well, we'll see how long it goes. There is a cap on just how long I can make it. That's true. Let's just say I'm not going to do anything too complicated at the moment. I think my brain has long since gone to sleep and the rest of my body's like, hey buddy, what you doing? And I'm like, game dev. And it's like, you sure you should be doing that? I'm like, yes. I don't know, just have fun with it. Just do it. Here's how I figure with streaming. And like, cause you know, I used to be a person who didn't like to be up in front of people. I hated it. The concept of people hearing my voice was weird to me, let alone a camera. Oh my god. But I thought this was like when, so you would have no problem just in public, you know, just talking to someone, saying hi, even telling them your name. Like you meet them on the street. So why is some random people on the internet different? I mean, this person's like literally in your space. they could do way more damage to what your life in general than the people on the internet. And yet, you say these like they're nothing. So why are you afraid of the internet? Everyone's okay. Maybe you've been seeing. Oh, I'll continue afterwards then. I don't know. I'm adding extra things. I don't need to even do that necessarily. I'm gonna get rid of a few of these though, actually. Oh. Okay, well, I can successfully grab this and pull it the right way eventually, probably. This is the one I want, right? Does that click off it like a strange person? Okay, oh, there's a fog in front of me, that's right. These fog thingies are really hard to click around. That's fair. But I was gonna say, maybe you're seeing different projects than I'm seeing, but a lot of the people I end up rating, especially afterwards and everything like that, and a lot of people I see before me that I go hang out in the streams, their projects aren't very far along at all. Most of them are years out of releasing anything. Half of them haven't even started. They're just making systems. It's like, okay, cool, but how long have you been making them systems, buddy? Seems like you're never gonna get done. Yeah. I mean, they really aren't that far along. A lot of them I don't think have very good time management. And this is coming from me who has terrible time management. So I can definitely point out someone who has the same flaw I do. Yes. I'm just saying, some of us might be like birds of a feather on this one. I actually don't think I've seen a far along project so far. Not really. Everyone I've seen probably has at least 2+ years to go before they're even anywhere close. Do I want Luna Lux? I don't know what Luna Lux is. What is Luna Lux? Prisoners are kind of what I mean. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't actually heard of her. A lot of it comes down to when they stream too, because I keep really late hours for my thing like that, and I work during the afternoon, so if it's in the morning, I would even see them. Okay. Well, that's 2 of us, but I mean, just check out some of the other ones. You'll see that, you know, I wouldn't worry about being not far along, because a lot of people are not far along, and there's nothing wrong with that. You got to work on it to get there, right? You know, your project doesn't just magically appear there. But plenty of people I know are streaming projects that have very little done on them. That's fine, you know, because a lot of streaming is about talking to people and, you know, being friends with them and just, you know, well, friends is probably the wrong term. Just having, you know, conversation with them. People have to like you as a streamer. That's really what gets you there. Or you can just be amazing at what you do. That helps too, but I prefer to try to get people to like me as opposed to be amazing at what I do, because I don't count myself as amazing at what I do. I think I'm okay at what I do. Iron Union on a project with a lot of followers? That's fair. Yeah, until recently, I really didn't spend much time talking on Twitch. It was back in, I believe November. And I started, just because people are like, you should stream on Twitch too, because I was already streaming on YouTube. was like, okay, I guess I'll just do it. I did. And I got rated by Swashbuckling Fox, and he helped me get monetized, and it's actually because of him that I ever really started chatting on Twitch at all. Hang out, stream chatting, just chatting. So, great guy. And now here I am, still streaming on Twitch. I say still like it's like some incredibly long time, and it hasn't just been like half a year. Listen. Feels like a lifetime ago. Yeah, chatting good. Yeah, he's a friendly guy. He's you know, working on his own 3D RPG. He's building himself a template, and it's pretty good. He wants to. He's inspired by what Final Fantasy remake, Final Fantasy VII remake. So he's been building that. Quite knowledgeable about blueprints and the like. More knowledgeable about C++ than me, but then again, that's everybody. Everyone's more knowledgeable C++. That's right. You must chatting good. Yes. Just found some communities on it. So happy people also do game dev. Yeah. I had no idea people did game dev until one day I was like, wait, what? People do that? Oh, on Twitch. I mean, obviously I was like, ow. That's... Huh. This music is interesting. Yeah, C++ is hard. I too know no C++. I know JavaScript, but I don't want to do it. A Metroidvania is basically the genre that holds like games like Symphony of the Night and, you know, Metroid in it. Basically, they're essentially platformers that have progression that's barricaded by having to go find the right items to give you new traversal abilities. Like double jump is a hallmark of it. Like, you know, you don't start with double jump, you get it, and suddenly you can traverse places that you couldn't before, kind of thing. Or maybe you get the ability to create platforms, or my character can like grow mushrooms and things like that. I mean, like there's lots of abilities you get that let you just go places that you couldn't normally have done. I'm just testing this like there, but I mean, to give you a better idea. Game's supposed to be played in the dark. Yeah, so I'll give you the prime example. This room will give you this shows off a bunch of things, so it's perfect. Okay, fair enough, yeah. But like I say, it's mostly about exploration that gets you new abilities to do things. Like this one here, like this magician here, lets you know, you manipulate drawers and things like that to use them as platforming. So without this, you couldn't even have gotten up here. So you'd have to go find this ability so you could make it up here, kind of thing, you know? Well, that's nice. Not surprising. No clips are definitely a thing. We're growing a plant here in order to get higher up. Up on it a bit. Well, apparently I can't seem to jump on the plant successfully. I'm terrible at my own game. I've also been streaming for 10 hours, so, you know. A little break. Link for my streamers? What, you want like to link me to streamers, or for the game? Because the game doesn't actually have a Steam page yet. Soon. Soon. PM. Soon. Activating this lets me go here. Yay! Bonk. Bonk. I'm avoiding the rooms that are currently crashing the game, so that's why I'm redoing things. Oh yeah. You're welcome to spread my stuff far and wide for me if you wish. Hold on a second. Well, I can't watch anything like that's got anything copyrighted on stream because I'm also streaming on YouTube, so if it's got a copyright thing, I mean, you could post the link. I won't watch it if it's any copyrighted. I can probably stream that then. Oh, probably because the games usually are fine though. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, you can link a game thing if you want. Oh. Did you have any questions about the blueprints emails, or did you like Zimius? Zemus? My brain isn't computing things at this point, so you're mentioning blueprint questions or something like that. I'm gonna jump on the piano just so you can see it works, by the way. This is important. A nice person in my Discord made this for me. I tweaked it for the game a bit, but how do they work? Let's just make a quick one here. A new blueprint. Let's make an actor. BP test. Alright, let's open up BP test. See your event graph, and event begin play happens exactly when play begins. So if you connect something up to this, like if I go like this and connect up like print string, as soon as the game starts, this will say hello, right? And they essentially follow, you know, they follow the chord, just a line like that, you know. It's like if I did another print string, it'd be something. I'm just gonna copy paste because I'm lazy. How goes it? Yeah, so it's kind of thing like this. It's exactly like nodes. That's what these are. These are just literally nodes like that. So let's start adding things to this like that, because you can add components to them. We'll add a mesh, right? Probably just sure, why not? Find a static mesh. What do we want for the thingy here? Not a creepy head. Perfect. We love creepy head. Creepy head's great. Let's make the creepy head big. If I can see it. Where is creepy head thingy? Oh, it's up in the air, isn't it? Totally is. Yep, okay. You can move them around like that. Right here. Yeah, it's nodes for programming. Like, okay, well, let's collision here. Actually, you know what? Ah, whatever, it's fine. Let's add a collision. I was gonna use the launch command, but then I realized I'd have to. I'm being lazy. I like to write things on there like that. Here. An event on component begin overlap. Actor. My actor has tag because my character has tag Poppet, so it makes it easy to keep track of her. Yeah, it's real easy. Has tag that. Branch. Basically an if statement. Neat. You also do a loop, I guess. Get a random rotation. Random rotator, why not? Here. Third actor. Rotation. On component end overlap. I'm just gonna copy paste because I'm lazy. Other actor. This. I'm gonna set the actor rotation to just normal. Hello. Where did you go? Sure. Oh, let's make the sphere collision big because it's tiny. Alright, let's go drag this thing somewhere. Unreal's great. It's the best. It makes everything so easy. Let's put some heads out here. Bet you that didn't think you'd hear that today. Let's put some heads out here. It'll be fine. Well, you can do a lot in blueprints, so basically just coding, so... Look. Oh, I disabled the messages. One sec, let me undisable messages. Like, if you're doing any kind of material work or anything like that, messing with things like that, then they have their own little nodes too, like their own special graphs with their own special nodes. I can open a material graph. My knowledge of materials is not great. Like, I can edit them, but yeah. Let's enable all screen messages because I had them disabled as part of my own blueprint just because I didn't want to see them anymore and I got tired of typing it manually. Next, all stiff. Alright. Hello. I might use something like this in the game where the heads just turn weird and watch you, or just do things like that. Yeah, I have it set where it randomly rotates them if I hit the little collision, and they go back to normal rotation otherwise. You can jump on them too. Just for funsies. Got a box collision, right? This will just be above them, attach. To be fair, the sphere collision didn't need to be on it either, but here we are doing here we are things. I don't mess with them all. I just want it to be like 0.2. I want it to be like flat. Uncomment be an overlap. I'm just checking for Poppet, like on the characters you can actually go to class defaults and you can type in tags. And where it says actor, you can give it a tag. Like the tag whatever, and then Pop would have that tag. And the reason why I do this is then I can check for just this character because I know she has the tag Poppet. Are we getting an ad? Looks like they're back now. Oh no. What did you last hear? No. Nope. Hey you. Stop jumping on my head. We'll get the player character. launch character. Random vector. I'm gonna split it. I'm okay with the random ones of these. I'm gonna take whatever this is. I'm gonna add to it. And I'm gonna add like 200 or something. Oh. Then I'm gonna do this thing here. End overlap, just for funsies. I'm gonna take the same stuff because I'm just being lazy. Yeah, that's right. That's what you get. This should work. Probably. Should work. Am I not standing on the box? I mean, as far as I know, you make the UV maps other places, right? Like, I don't... There is a modeling software that exists in this, I suppose. Because I know that, there is a modeling option, a modeling mode in this. I've never spent any time with it, so... You can actually click this and go to modeling, and you can do all kinds of modeling things with it. As far as the term UV map. Most of the characters are just made in DAS. It's really easy. I wouldn't call myself like a particularly great modeler. I'll use simple tools in this in order to make the things as well. Because you can, there's lots of geometry meshes you can do. I'm just weirded out this didn't work. 1 second. Is the box too small? I'll show you the geometry stuff in a second, the geometry brushes that I make all my stuff with, and it's what I make a lot of the like buildings with and everything. I should be able to jump on this and have it work. You're not launching. Is my vector math wrong today? Might be. I'll just look up one of my launchers in a second to remind myself the code because I'm basically apparently too tired to remember it. Oh. Okay, now I'm just annoyed. 1 second. Launchers. Check. Oh, I shoot the arrow, huh? Perfect, I'll do that then. I didn't think about how much better this was than the other. Launch your parent. You just get the forward vector of the arrow and then assign a launch multiplier. I guess random unit vector doesn't do what I want it to do. I'm gonna go ahead and promote this to a variable. Compile, sure. 200. That's 20, that's not 200. That's like the same thing if you add a 0. Combine structure. Leave that on this one too. Should be all I need. Whatever, my brain's like here. Okay. Oh. Well, kind of launched, but it was pretty wimpy launch. $2,000. I'll do this one more time, then I'll do it. I'll show you things. Yeah. Well, I should have used an interface to do it, but my brain's just like, derp. Where we go. I needed a real launch. Like, that's what you get, and it throws you. Oh, because it's like in there. Funny. Anyway. There's a fun thing you can do in UE that I use for a lot of stuff just to make a lot of simpler stuff really quickly. It's not going to be the super complicated things, but a lot of the buildings are made this way. This is probably more useful for people who aren't really 3D modelers. So they have geometry boxes. I usually select my material first just because it's easier than doing it the other way, but you can do it either way you want. I'll pick a material that easily tiles, like this instant firewood stuff for reasons. I put a box out here and then gonna process it, buddy. Computer's like, I'm not doing this. Not doing it. I did click a material, right? Okay, you're just making me look bad today. Fair enough. Whatever the case, I'll click it, I'll select all adjacent surfaces because he doesn't want to auto-select it for me, and I'll just put the material on myself. There we go, you happy? Good. Computer says no, that's right. The AI has told me no. I'm gonna make it into some sort of weird shape. Welcome to my wall of fire. Burn. It all burns. Alright, well. It's not fun if you can't go through the wall of fire. So we started subtractive instead of a one there, and you just ram them into each other. Yeah? I'm gonna go ahead and make it bigger. Look! Now there's a hole in the wall of fire. That's right. And it burned, burned, burned. Ring of fire. Oh, it's not a ring at this point, is it? Let me go ahead and make it a ring here, alright? This is my doorway. It leads to Silent Hill. You should go through it. It will be fine. I swear. Alright, so we're gonna take this and I'm gonna add some materials to this beautiful thing here. I'll make it huge. Cool. I'll make another box here and I'll make a negative. Thanks for the follow, Wasabi Jita. You're just in time for me to explain these beautiful things known as geometry brushes. Let's go and put holes in this here. Yes. Why do we do these things? Who knows? Why not do them? I'm gonna duplicate this. Put more negative brushes in here. You get a negative brush and you get a negative brush. We live inside this hole now. Beautiful. You won't see this in Minecraft. Actually, you might see this in Minecraft, to be completely honest. This is Minecraft now with dolls. Thanks. Once you decide what you want, and you're just like, ah, this is my beautiful creation. You can get all the different, like, you know, brushes here. Like all the ones you like. You can go and you can change the scale of materials on them too. I like 10 and 10, just to make my life a little easier. And you go, okay, cool. I'm gonna turn them into a static mesh. Oh, an additive brush, actually, before you do that, an additive brush is exactly just a normal brush, right? So if I drag a, well, actually, we'll do a cylinder now. Because you can do cylinders too, you can do other shapes as well. It's not just limited to boxes, I'm just using boxes. I'm gonna do 60 sides to it because of reasons. This is what's known as an additive one. Like, it's literally just put on there. And the last brush has priority. So if you add an added brush on top of a negative, then the added brush will win. If you add a negative on top of the added, then the negative wins. As many things you want. This one can be like, actually, I'll just get all the click aside to it. I don't care which one. Click off it. Click on it. Select it. I'll make it a glass one because I can. Why are we doing this? I don't know. I'll have glass going through here for no reason. I don't know what this does. Doesn't matter. We just decided this is how things are now. Do not question. Okay, so now there's glass there for reasons. Alright, so here's what they are. Like, first off, if I jump on them, like, they have collision like that as this. That is... When they're in the world, they do have collision. As you can see, I can wander around while there's a piece of glass here. So I can't wander through the glass, obviously. But I can jump underneath this thing here. I'll try to. I can fit. I can, maybe I can get under it. There you go, yeah. They have collision, that's great. Yeah. Alright, so now, we'll select every single brush we want. I'm just going to select them all because I'm a terrible person. We get all these things like that. You go down here and create static mesh. Tell it where you want to save it. I'm just going to save it here so I can keep track of it. Actually, right here. Why did I make this? Perfect. Hey, Solar Atomic. Pretty good. Getting a bit tired from a really long stream, but other than that, we're doing good. Alright. So now, armed with the why did I make this, I now have, in fact, my very own static mesh that is this monstrosity that I can put anywhere I want because I made it. It doesn't have collision yet, though. That's worth noting. It starts with those things there, but you can auto-convex it where it'll try to make the collision happen. I'm just going to give it I'll let it have its good old college effort on this one, as they say. Exactly. As you can see, auto-convex is Probably not going to happen. We'll go ahead and just remove that collision because it's terrible. I'm just going to go over here and I'm just going to go, oh yeah. Change collision. And I'm just going to use complex as simple. And now the collision is literally just the thing. And now I just have a monstrosity thing that I don't know what it does. But I can have lots of them. To be fair, it actually turned this one into a static mesh already. So I can just start duplicating them all over the place. Why do I need this? Don't know. I'll rotate them or something. But just in case you think, that's cool, but what I'm telling the static meshes, well, you can also start merging them together. You can merge anything you want together. You can take these two static meshes and be like, okay, I'm going to go up to the merge actors here. And then you can ram those together too. Really, what is this for? All right. They have been merged. And now the really, what is this for is now a new thing that exists in the world. Now it's like platforming. You're right. Why do I do these things? Look, it's a whole new level. You probably didn't expect this to be in here. You thought wrong. Wee clunk, clunk. There you go. That's what geometry brushes do. And you might be like, well, that's kind of weird. What would you do with that? Well, that's easy. How do you think I made this building? With geometry brushes. Ah, see? Ah, there you go. What a mad genius I am. That's what I was doing down here when I was cramming things together. You might notice geometry brushes like this here is in fact a geometry brush. You didn't even see it? Oh. That's sad. Did you see me merge them together? I did not. That's sad. It's okay, I can merge more things together. Okay, well, you select all the actors you want, and you can go, oh look, tools! Merge actors. We will call this the SM. This is getting out of hand. Surely you have better things to make. Alright. Now I'm with this incredibly new wonderful device. As you can see, I now have this thing. I can now duplicate more and more and start spinning in weird ways. Why do I do these things? It's not about understanding, it's about doing. Isn't that right, Mr. Bond? Oh, yeah. Gotta have some fun with it, yo. And now we're playing Tron. Apparently. One does not question Tron. Oh no, I can't reach it. I can too reach it, you jerks. Jeez. Flying the ship up. Yay, Tron begins. Can't see myself because there's a... I didn't even program that thing correctly. I just literally made a quick thing. Whee! Oh no, I didn't double jump. I'm so... Apparently the collision on this isn't the best. That's okay. Yeah, you get the point of what that is, and as I was explaining, it's like, well, what would you do with this thing? And that's easy. I made this whole building out of it. It's great for making walls and buildings, and literally what I was doing over here, as I was saying with these things, is these are geometry brushes, and I'm just making holes for the ships to go through. Apparently I can't click successfully. As you can see, it's just a geometry brush. Just like here, there's a hole for this door. I guess I can turn the lights on. Well, it might be easier to see. Okay, successfully... Oh, wait. This first. Then this. As you see, this door hole, it doesn't even there. I put the thing there. And this whole building's been built out of this. Yeah. That's what these are. I'm making geometry brushes out of things. Like, you know, I build these retainer walls and things. And this whole building's just been made out of that kind of stuff the whole time. You think I just have this stuff lying around in the exact right shape? No. I make the right shape. Want a hole in the wall? Boom. Hole in the wall, no problem. So those are very useful, yes. And you saw me bending splines, so that's the other thing I do a lot of. The use of splines. As evidenced by me just, you know, being able to go, oh look, I can just bend this object now. What a great system. I don't know if I want this here specifically, but I'm gonna bend it anyway. Why? You can take all kinds of objects and start bending them into weird ways, and suddenly, you know, you have a whole world of things that don't normally fit. Welcome to Unreal Engine. Exactly, make it abstract, you know. This looks like, you know, Tim Burton, you know, had a fever dream, basically. Yeah. Yeah, Unity does not seem like it's very easy to do the kinds of things I'm doing here, at least when what I've seen people mess with. It seems like a very difficult engine to use. My experience with it was that it was a very difficult engine to use when I tested it, but I went to Unreal after Godot because Godot was much harder to use than Unreal. Just don't make the mistake that other people do that think that C++ is useful in Unreal. It's really not. Everyone I know doing it is not getting their projects done. They're just having trouble with it. It's like, but C++, you could just use blueprints. They're like, no, C++. Okay. I'm gonna go use C++. They're like, why are you so far ahead in your project? Must just be lucky, I guess. It's pretty much the running gag. Yeah, Godot is, as far as I could tell, not really there with 3D yet. It can kind of do it, but it's not on Unreal's level by any stretch. Building tool for the parameters defined in Unity, like PSP workflow. For Unreal though, fair. Yeah, I mean, use the tool for the job. If Unity gets it done for what you want to do, ain't nothing wrong with that. I just found it hard to use as an engine. found Unreal much easier to use. That's just me. Your mileage may vary. Different strokes, different folks, and all that. Because if everyone had the same stroke, that would really just overrun hospitals, and that'd be weird. Nothing. Weird. I would also wonder why everyone was having a stroke at the same time. That's kind of weird. I need Maya more? That's fair. I'm only a little secret. I don't think Maya and Unreal Engine are pretty much the same kind of software, you know? Unreal tries to be a modeling thing. It ain't a modeling thing. It's got some things, and maybe one day it'll be like a modeling thing, but it's got some abilities that, if you aren't like a high-end modeler, will help you make models that will get the job done. But it's not replacing Blender or anything of the sort anytime soon, that's for certain. I suppose that's fair. Like, I don't know. I don't know much about the about old Python. We're apparently selecting this thing successfully because of the particular glitch. Actually, I'm not clicking the right thing. That's why. Am I doing this? I guess so. Kind of a weird setup here, but I'm just seeing if I can bend this into a way that amuses me. I don't know if I can, because the space is still limited and there's still physics involved in how you can bend things. Still. That never stopped me from trying to bend things in ways that are awkward and weird and glorious in their strangeness. Okay, that's just creepy looking. You're just like, look at it undulate. Oh yeah, look at that. It's so weird looking. This is what happens when you take like LSD or something in Unreal Engine, I guess. The engine itself takes it. Okay, I got it out on my system. I thought it was funny for a second. Now I'm just bored with it. Much what you use, advanced so much, it's fair. That way you can get to write a script for anything. For detailed models in Blender, it's fair. Or for level design? Yeah, pretty good. I can see that. We just got some simple things to get the job done. And I like those things. My whole game is made with those things for the most part. I'm just gonna get rid of these. I think I might go with the Fever Dream approach. I'm just gonna delete that. I don't want it. Tomorrow I'll be like, why did I make this? I mean, this is obviously ridiculous to walk on. But tomorrow I'll be like, yeah. That was weird. You should have gone to sleep ages ago. Yeah, I know. But counterpoint, I didn't do that. Oh, we're getting almost to the point where it could be walkable. It doesn't got to be perfect. I'm sure I'll end up tweaking it a bunch. That's awesome. Got a Python thing to do that. I mean, at some point, the AI will generate everything we need and we won't have to do anything. But, you know, until then, that'll be kind of boring, though, to be completely honest. This is such a mess. It's beautiful. I'm obviously going to keep tweaking it, but I'm debating on if I want a thing there at all or not. It would have made more sense to just use this way up, honestly. I already had it, but I was like, I'm gonna play with this thing because I already literally had a way up. It's probably technically better. One day, I mean, yeah. One day I'll just make them for you, right? Too long. Oh. Epic Games Python files, you can see an element called Asset Builder, and can you look it up and look it up? Maybe. Are you sure I can generate? Well, generate by well. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah. I don't know. Mostly for now, the main reason I have avoided AI is largely copyright issues. That's it. Like, if it wasn't for copyright issues, I'd have less problem with it. But as long as that's it, where I can't be certain that it's safe to use their stuff, I'm a little less excited. In time, it'll be everywhere and it'll be all I use, I'm sure. But for now, I find I am a little less excited. Oops. Yeah, I can already generate 3D models. Doesn't even need my help. In fact, Fab is currently polluted with them where like, everyone's just like, charge me money for this model that I made in 5 seconds. No, I'm not gonna buy your AI model. Sorry, buddy. If I was gonna just have an AI generate the model for me, I don't need your help. Thank you. I just have them all auto hidden though. I'm not gonna waste my time looking at that. Why? I don't even know if I want this, so why am I spending so much time on it? I think it's because I'm tired and don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah. I think about the only true use I'm gonna have for AI will probably be with like the voice acting things, because I looked at the price of voice actors and man, that's so far out of my budget. Holy crap! Like to be 10x the price of what I have invested in the game just for the voice acting, it's insane. I'm like, no, I'm good. I can't afford this. I'm not even close. Or an AI voice changer to make it so I can do the female voices. Yeah, it's so expensive, it's just nuts. I'm just like, that's great, guys, but yeah. A lot of them aren't even that good, too, is the worst part. And I'm like, well, that's cool, buddy, but you're charging how much? And like, I listened to their things, it's like, you're not very good. And why are you... And I'm looking at the Fiverr special because, I mean, I'm a poor solo dev, and I ain't rich, okay? Like, I ain't gonna pretend like I have money. I do not. So. Yeah, I could do volunteers. The thing is, well, they have to actually be at least, you know, somewhat good at it, right? Because if I make the game look great, make the game play great, and do all these things like that, and then I have crap voice acting, that's weird. Why did I do that? Basically, I'm saying they have to be better than the AI. And if they aren't better than the AI, I have a lot of questions on, like, wait a minute, why am I using them? But I might. I mean, there are people who volunteered for it. Unfortunately, I made a game with mostly women, so that's an issue. Because, well, I can't voice act any of those without an AI voice changer or something. Which I might use anyway, but... those don't catch a lot of voice inflection. I tested it. And maybe they'll get better by the time I get to that point. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes. I'm not at the point where I even care about that right now. I mean, well, that's like late stage type of scenario where I'm like, okay, well, now that I finally have everything else figured out, it's time to do this. And I'm just not there yet, so it's not a big deal. And maybe I'll have funding by then for, like, you know, quality voice acting. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to pretend like I, you know... well, I'm not going to plan for having the funds for it when I don't think I will. If I do have it, awesome. But we'll see. Oh, ad break? That's fair. I gotta go take a bio break anyway real fast. Well, I'll be right back. That bunch of guys on Twitch is fair. Entirely fair indeed. Oh, nope, no thingy went in. Yeah, I'm just happy people are watching. Whether or not you watch ads is, yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, I don't get it much. Like, if you average about like 10 viewers on Twitch, that should roughly get you like, you know, every 10 hours was worth about, I think, like $3.40 or something. So I'm basically getting 34 cents an hour from like ads and turbo and stuff. So nobody's like, yeah, nobody's really making that much money off Twitch, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I just enjoy streaming and working on game dev and would do it anyway, so that's kind of why I do it. And I'm working on the game to eventually, you know, release and sell the game, you know, kind of thing. So clearly that's my goal, but you know, any money I get does actually slowly add up, and I use it to buy more assets for the game, which is kind of cool, you know. Yeah, that's a bit much. Well, the hope is that maybe one day I make a little bit more than that, so maybe I can pay for a few more things for the game, sort of thing. Like, I'm not expecting to retire or anything, but you know, if they help fund the voice acting or whatever, that wouldn't be terrible. I wouldn't be like, ah, no, what am I gonna do? It's helping fund my game. Yeah, I'm not gonna be upset about that. But I definitely don't think that you're, you know, I mean, like, you gotta have a lot of viewers and a lot of subs to really live off this, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, see, time is still money, right? Like, you know, you have a limited amount of time. You're a solo dev, unless you're not a solo. If you're on a team, you know, it doesn't matter. But if you're a solo dev, you only have so much time. If you want to complete your game, you're gonna have to take shortcuts somewhere. That's the thing. Yeah, I'd have to find something to do with my time. I don't think I'd be retiring, but you know, I would definitely be able to make more games that I actually like, as opposed to I'd have to make less compromise on what I wanted to make. Like, this is a game I want to make, but there's things I've cut out of the game because I can't make it. It's not going to be possible. Just simply from a time perspective, it just isn't a thing. When you're one dev, you know, you got to do what you got to do, but yeah, one dev, only so much. Like, should have saw me, what, I think 2 days ago, where I removed 3 different floors from the game. I said, literally, why am I doing this? And cut out the top 2 floors and the extra basement floor. I took everything from there. I can actually show you the other version of the building too, just in case you want to see. Without the level stuff, it's not in there. Because I already moved it over, but the new version I think looks much better, but I also just realized how long it was taking, what my time frame was, and said, okay, yeah. I don't know. If all you're doing is following a process, then you're just basically a machine, a bot, right? You're just doing what you're told. And in a creative endeavor, there's no process that can get you to the end of a creative endeavor. Like, you're going to have to make decisions, and you can make mistakes, and there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. Some mistakes lead to great ideas. Other ones, well, anyway, some mistakes lead to great ideas. This was one mistake I made where I decided I wanted to have this cool garden that, you know, had like the ability to see the sky, because I want to see the sky at night. I was like, that's so cool. I thought that'd be really sweet. You look up and see that. Yes. First off, Nanite hates transparent surfaces. So you can't nanite this. So that whole roof is now unnaniteable. So thinking real carefully about that as you added more windows too that are also unnaniteable. But then if you look, I now have, you know, 5 floors here, 2 floors here, so 7 floors, and then 2 down here. So I'm like 9 floors. I'm like, okay, so we're like 14 months in the projects, and I'm like working on the 2nd and 3rd floor type of things here like that. I'm not even close. How am I getting 9 done in the time? Yeah, being creative is part of the process. That's the thing, is when you're creative, you can make mistakes. Like, that's just what it is. There's no process to making a game that is infallible. There's no just step by step, this is how you make it. You're going to make decisions, and they can be wrong. Fine, there's nothing wrong with that. So you can make mistakes. It's okay. As I'm saying, here's my mistake. I've got lots of mistakes. Yeah, fun with creating is awesome. Like, you know, I mean, just because you create something doesn't, like, you know, even if it's not what you necessarily wanted, just make it even bad. A lot of my things later came from me experimenting. Yeah. Also, this is before I optimized for nanite. So just for funsies, you can see the other version of this thing here. Yeah, just have fun with it. So, if you don't know anything about the way it works here, every one of these things where it changes color is a draw call. And this is obviously quite poorly optimized. I'll get you a screenshot and then I'll show it against the other one. You can see the much better optimized one. Yep, it really is just all about having fun. It's going to be a long road. You're going to mess up. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. It's just going to be how it goes. And you're going to get to the end if you keep working at it. And if you don't keep working at it, you're not going to get to the end. There you go. I think your best bet is always just to keep working. Just keep working on it. Don't stop, but don't, like, you know, pick another project. Just keep working on the same project, and eventually your progress, you know, will show. Your project will get really far, and people will be like, wow, that's amazing. Like, yeah, there you go. One piece of art understood the curvy line, decided to turn it into a river. Yep, way better than for trying to fix the mistake. Yeah. It's only a mistake if you want it to be a mistake. Otherwise, you know, it's not bad. Alright. So, corporate would like you to tell the difference between these two images. Right? I mean, they're like the same, right? I don't see a difference. But, I mean, right? Same? Same. Yeah. Completely identical. Yeah. Pretty much. Literally identical. No ad? Perfect. I spent so much time optimizing. No, I would not. My game is built literally with the assets being the level itself, like the things that she has to encounter and get over things and stuff like that. So they have to be positioned, you know, carefully. It's just randomly placing them isn't going to help me very much, you know? Like the level design is and how all the furniture and everything is placed for a tiny little character, so it wouldn't really help at all. Yeah. Yeah, anything that's just the automatically generated stuff is never fun or good. It's pretty bad. But when your game is literally all about placement in order to create jumping puzzles and things like that, and you know, reversal things in a Metroidvania, like I'm not looking for you to place it like the feng shui matters. I'm placing it like, you know, love, like there's a couch here to bounce up to land on these pipes kind of thing. That's why they're there. These pipes can jump over here to get onto this, so you can get on top of this clock, so you can break through this and get through here to get through this window to get out here, get over here. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. No, I'm an online seller. I go around and hunt people's collections. I mostly deal in collectibles like magic cards. That's my actual job. That's the one that pays real money. This does not pay money. I'll make more in a day doing magic than I will in like 5 months of doing streaming. It's dumb. Like, it's like, say, if I'm building a level, it's because I'm building it for the gameplay itself. Just placing a bunch of crap in a place, like placing like a weird city like this, is not that helpful. Like, it's fine, it didn't take that long to do. But like, this doesn't make a game, so it's not that useful. Like, I have tools that would help block out things if I want to, but I also just spent like a day placing the city in a way that I thought was kind of cool and said, it's cool. Gave it some lore, some somewhat unique things, said, yeah, we're good. And then made a building that had to be made by hand because, well, it needed to be built for the game. And it's been built by geometry brushes over time. One wall at a time. That's why it's taking a while to build things as I go down and just build my things. I mean, but yeah, as far as, for some people might want that if they, I don't know, anything that's just procedurally generated is usually really boring. Doesn't make for good gameplay. It makes for good visuals, but usually bad gameplay. Yeah, as for selling it, it's definitely been fun. I mean, I should have just stuck doing that. I made way more money. But said like, I want to do game dev. Game dev fun. Game dev is fun. Game dev does not. Wait, what? Okay, I was like, wait a minute. The game dev doesn't really pay the bills though. So, game dev fun. Other thing better. Yeah. I don't really spend my time. I don't even play the game. Like, I mostly deal on a lot of magic cards. I don't even play the game now. So I haven't in a long time. What are you doing here? Oh, I know what you guys were for. Forgot all about you. I don't remember where these even supposed to go. They're gonna go here and here. Because why not? Hey, character design's fun. In most cases, it's do I need a character anymore? At this point, that's kind of where it's hit, where it's like, do I need another character? I don't know, I guess. Or can I build something? Most complex character design? That's fair. But then I guess the question is, what are you doing with all those complex character designs? Are you trying to, you know, like, what's the end goal? Why are you spending all that time trying to make your stuff? Like, are you trying to release a product? Or are you just trying to go, whatever, and just do whatever you're doing? Like, what's the end game? I mean, I'm sure someone wants that, Alley Cat Pro. Like, if you have a scenario where your level's been completely blocked out, which is not a scenario I ever have, but, you know, maybe you have that perfect scenario where this would be useful. I don't have that scenario at all. I have to place it all myself and build it for levels, and I don't block anything out in advance either because that doesn't work for what I'm doing anyway. My game is weird. But I'm sure there's someone out there who blocks their levels out and would probably do something like that, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to pretend like I know every demand out there. I don't. I too am making a game and an ad break. I don't get out much. I think we can all agree I don't get out much. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure the product useful. There's plenty of products out there that I can't find a use for. It's just, I don't know what I would do with it personally. But like I say, I don't block out levels either because I'm building with the intention of it being the level itself is the gameplay. Pretty much another guy. Pretty much. Outside world is terrifying. I guess I could turn off half these lights in here. The sun's out. I don't think I need the lights anymore. I don't know why I'm still awake. I think it's because people to chat with. That break over. Fair. All you miss is that the outside world is scary. And then I don't know why I'm still awake. These are the two things that you have missed. Congratulations. Oof. I could run a thing through here. That's true. Am I doing that? Am I... Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, if you got a use for it, Alley Capra, that's awesome. Don't let some random guy on the internet spoil your fun. You got a use for it, it's great. My lack of imagination and how to use something, don't make a difference. It's not gonna matter one bit. I don't know, Mike. I really don't. That's my explanation for why I'm still up. I have no idea. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just doing things. Turning as a plugin? That's nice. You probably sell it on Fab or something and get some money out of it. Wouldn't surprise me. Make all the money. Never wrong to make all the money. Yeah, I should probably do that more often, Mike. I really should. I walked like 8,000 steps earlier today, and then I walked a bit during the stream, but I definitely been sitting way too much today. That's what I said, make all the money. Yeah. Nothing wrong with making all the money. That's fair. I agree. I definitely I've made a lot of weird designs at 3 a.m. as they say. Of course, now it's 8:19 a.m. and I'm 11 hours into the stream, so at this point my brain's like, nerd. I'm like, eh. That's pretty much what's going on, and like there's no thought anymore. It's just like, ah, that's cool. That's fair, Mike. I need to spend more time getting up and moving around. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to go to this point. I'm probably not going to go terribly much longer. I think I'm just kind of like, Rrr. Yeah, level design, it takes a long time. One of them things. I'm sure this is what I want to do with these, but I'm just kind of putting them in place and hoping for the best. Could have some rock mushroom set up in here too. Maybe not even pirate stuff. I don't even know. Oh. You could make it where you just jump from rock to rock too. That's interesting too. I don't know. Oh. Oh. I should probably raid out or something like that. As much as I want to sit there and do this, like, I got up at like 8:30 a.m. yesterday after like 3 hours of sleep, and then I got like 3 hours sleep before the stream, and now we're like 11 hours. I'll see if I can find someone who's wanting peoples. I crashed like 4 times. If you want to, stream Zemus, like, if you want to start a stream right now, I'll raid you. Just saying. Yeah, you want to stream? I don't know anyone who's on right now. I don't even usually stay up this late, so I'm gonna pick some person I don't even know. If you want. Eh? Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna find someone to raid and all that, and I'll hey, if you wanna stream week 3 DCZ, that's fine. Like, go live. Oh, you said the Pride Wonder guy. Oh, yeah. 11 hours into the stream. Good way to end it, right? Yeah, someone wants to go live. I'm gonna stream later today too, but obviously it'll be much later. I usually start streaming around 9 p.m. Pacific. It's 8:24 a.m. Pacific right now. Yeah, I'm out of it. I was just hoping when you would go live so I could raid you, because I thought when you might, and I was like, ah, cool. But if not, I'll find somebody. Yes. Unless someone knows someone cool. Oh, set it up right now and we're good. You do it in 5 minutes? It'd be awesome. Is that right, idea? Get your stream off right. Is anyone using UE? Besides me? Don't count. I usually like to rate game devs if I can. Keep all the peoples in the category. I always see walls of code. Ew. I hate walls of code. What are you doing? Exactly. I'm not usually up this late, so everyone I'm looking at is just like, who are these people? I don't know any of you. This is what I'm seeing. Do any of these people look cool? First person to suggest something basically wins the thing there because I don't care. I know, right? I'll read that one. Genius. Well, if I can just successfully, you know, stay on until 9 p.m. later today, I can raid myself. What I'll do is I'll just let the chair sit here for the remaining hours. And it'll be great. Lo-fi? Or who is this one? Lo-fi? This one here? Okay, sure. Does that even work? Can you just leave it running just the whole time and get away with that? Is that a thing, or do you have to actually be on the stream? Oh, you're gonna go live? Let me go live, man. You watch me sleep? As far as I know, you have to actually be on camera sleeping, and I most certainly do not have my bed in front of the computer. It is very much on the other side of the house. It would be funny, but somehow I don't think that's... Just move it, it'll be great. Back into the room. Add like a queen size bed, it'll be fine. You live now? Sweet. I'll come over and help. Yeah. What I need is one of those little, like, you know, anime avatar thingies. I need like a VTuber model that only appears when I sleep. So I just put the VTuber model on of me sleeping, and then go sleep in my bed while the VTuber model's sitting there. Yeah, well, it's all bandwagon. It'll be great. Yeah. Well, we'd like the way 3D see, because, you know, he's here, might as well, you know, raid the guy you know, kind of thing, right? Yeah, that'd be tempting. Literally just get like a VTuber setup solely for the purpose of sleeping while streaming. Oh man, there you go. See, just show back up in half a year and I'll raid you. There you go, perfect. There you go. At this point, my brain no longer even works, so it's fine. If it all made sense in my head, and I don't even remember half of what I just said, but I'm sure it made sense in someone else's head too, maybe not yours. Exactly, Big Heart 3D Studios, exactly. What does it bring? Oh, I don't know. Stream VR? Fair enough. Alright. Well, I'll send people your way. So thanks for watching, everyone, and let me end the YouTube stream because they can't raid, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. So bye bye, YouTube people. All right. Like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow.